We're just going to get into it then.
Get into
Ants,
it,
welcome to
brother.
the podcast,
Thanks
man.
for having me here, man.
This is crazy, actually.
It's a bit
You
of a
know,
mad
it's
one.
mad, actually, because, in fact, we're going to get straight into it. I want to know how you actually heard of me or how you got in touch.
How I got in touch with you was obviously I watch your channel, innit?
So you watch the car
I
channel?
watch the car. I love the cars, mate. I'm a mental petrol head.
Ah, so it's so good. All right, cool. So this is sick because, all right, it's not your ordinary automotive podcast today.
Yeah, it's a different
This is a bit more of a true crime one we're going to
Yeah.
go down the route
Yeah.
of because that's kind of what you've been involved with, like,
in my life,
you know. But it's good to see that you're also a proper petrol head.
Nutty petrol head. A lot of my crimes, you need cars.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I mean?
really? So what? It was like that. So you were kind of, what is it, like nicking cars and that too?
I would get the vehicles. I'm not going to say how I'd get them, but I'd
Okay.
obtain them, and then I'd go out and commit crime in them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was it like? Did it matter what car it was? It's got to be fast, isn't it?
Yeah, it has to matter. It has to matter.
Yeah?
Me personally, it has to be an animal, innit? That's what it
Oh,
needs.
really?
Savage, yeah. And it has to be something quick. It has to be something that I can, if it comes to me ramming them, back it. Obviously, I don't do this now.
Yeah.
And I don't condone this behaviour.
Yeah.
I did this when I was younger, innit? But if I was about and I was doing things, it would have to be a savage car, preferably with a tow bar on the back of it, yeah? So if I do have to ram them, that's going straight through their radiator and I'm leaving
Oh,
them.
wow.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
So
yeah, it's naughty.
that's mad. All right, cool. So you was precise with it.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
had to be.
crazy. So I think we should put a bit of context on some of this because obviously you're a petrol head, but also
Mental.
you know you've had a life of crime basically,
Yeah,
like you know.
yeah.
And I want to introduce you like properly.
Yeah.
So Ants, and your story is a crazy one to say the least. You've done a lot of different
Mad shit.
shit, you know, and I think it's going to be a very interesting chat. And I think the best place to start will be at the beginning, like, you know what I mean, so people can kind of get or gather some context of, like, you know, why your life. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, I'll be honest with you, Jimmy. Yeah, my childhood wasn't the best, and I had a very dramatic, painful childhood. Went through the care system, had a lot of bad things happen to me as a young person, as a young kid. And went through the system basically from a young kid. From the age of 3, I come in contact with the system. I then spent 10 years in the care system. I actually went into care when I was 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, spent 10 years in there.
Sorry to butt in. Was that because of a lack of parents not being around or just not treating you right?
It was a bit of both, if I'm honest with
Okay.
you, mate. My mum, as much as a lovely lady she was, and she is a lovely lady to this day, I love my mum very much. She was young and she put her faith in the system, as in the care system. And because I had because I had a bad childhood, some things happened to me. That is all on my other channels. Like if someone goes onto my channel, you'll see the extent of the stuff, yeah. So, but because of that, my behaviour I changed in it. I started becoming very aggressive. Started damaging things in the house, causing fires. I burnt my mum's house down when I was 3. Set fire to it
When you was 3?
when I was 3. Yeah, nearly
Wow.
killed me, my mum, and my little sister.
Was that through? So that's crazy. So was that through kind of like a malicious thing you done at that
No,
age,
I
or was it
think
just an
I
accident?
think I was just because I was traumatized from what happened. I just started doing mad things, like started playing with fire, started pulling out washing machines, pulling out the toilet. I think maybe I was doing that for attention, but and the way I see it now, I was going through trauma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So as a child in trauma, they don't know how to speak. 3-year-old can't speak,
No.
so they only act. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
unfortunately, I did a lot of acting. So yeah,
So
and
you
then
started
I did that, and I stayed in the care system. And it was dramatic, mate. After what happened to me when I was 3, I ended up going to psychiatric places for kids, yeah, and I'd get restrained, no joke, by big men like
Really?
ourselves, yeah.
And what age is this at?
This is between the age of 3 to 6.
And wow.
I'd be pinned down, yeah, all the time because I was going off the nut. Because obviously, the child had been very traumatized as a young age. I then started doing mad stuff, you know what I mean, running away, doing all. And my mum just couldn't deal with me, yeah.
Yeah.
So they've put me into the care system. Now, once I was in the care system, things got worse. You know, they moved me out I went to a place up in Oxford called, what was it called? It was called the Marbury Bush. It was a special needs school for England's no hopers. And there's a little thing on the internet that they send England's no hopers there. And I went there when I was 6.
So that's the tagline to it.
Yeah, bruv. It was bad.
So did you know that when you was going into it? Was there
No, I
like a stigma surrounding that place, or
Nah,
you
it
just
was
still
weird.
too
I
young
just
to
got
kind
put
of?
there.
Okay.
This is how it was, yeah, Jamie. I was at my mum's. I was doing the kid thing, and the next thing I was gone. I just got took to social services in Edgware Road, and I was gone.
Wow.
Yeah, and
What,
that
what,
was it.
what ends were you in?
I live in Edgware Road originally.
Okay, so that's kind of like where you were.
Originally
raised.
born in Edgware Road, Paddington. I was born in St Mary's Hospital.
Okay.
I'm from the Mozart estate. I moved up there when I was a little bit older, and then
Okay.
I've been in prison most of my life. To be fair,
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you did. So we were speaking again off camera, right?
Yeah.
And like obviously we were speaking about where each other's kind of from.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously a Harrow
Yeah,
boy,
you're from
like you know what I
Harrow,
mean.
man.
But you've also lived in Harrow.
Yeah, I lived in Harrow with my ex-missus for nearly 10 years.
No
man.
way.
Yeah.
Do you mind
I used to live
kind
on
of
Pinner Road, mate?
Pinner Road?
Yeah.
No way. I'm
Yeah.
Rayners Lane, bro.
Yeah, see it. They're close, man.
Yeah,
I got nicked for a load of robberies around the Rayners Lane as well.
See, that's the thing. Rayners Lane Estate. Back in the day,
Yeah.
it's changed now, but Rayners Lane Estate used to be a bit naughty.
Yeah, it's different now, isn't it?
But compared to like the Mozart and all things like that, I think it was a bit toned down. Like you
Do
know,
you know
what
what it is? Nowadays, the streets are all the same, innit? You know,
You're
all
right.
the young kids today. This is why I do trying to get into work with the youth offenders and all that, yeah. Because the kids today, like when I was younger, I was on a money thing. That's all I ever wanted, Jamie, was cash, innit? Yeah, because cash you can obtain nice things. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's how I seen it. I used to go for money, so I used to always be after the cash. I was never into going around stabbing kids like they are today. All the kids are very violent. They're
Yes.
ultra violent.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We weren't like that. We were clued up. We want cash. We don't want to go out and kill someone and do bad violence
Exactly.
to people. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
We just wanted the paper. Man.
Do you know what's crazy? So that resonates with me because I remember when I was young, and I think what's the age difference between us? I'm 32.
I'm 36.
You're 36. Okay, so we're kind of
Yeah, we're very
around
similar
the
age,
same.
yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So when I was growing up, from what I remember, hearing of a stabbing was quite a wow. What
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
got
yeah,
stabbed? That
yeah,
was quite a
yeah,
mad
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
yeah.
from my school, kind of like even.
Yeah.
But as of lately, as you say, it seems like
just
it's went
everywhere now.
ultra
Yeah,
violent
it's
now, isn't it? It's
super-
like
the world's gone crazy, mate.
I think
honestly.
there's almost a thing of like I don't know. It starts social media, innit? People are like now on social media, like there might be a gang,
Publicised
and they're
as well.
like, I've got this knife,
Yeah.
and man's like, oh, the
Yeah.
other side of the gang, they got that knife, we got to have a knife,
so
and
they-
everyone's
yeah,
got
so
knives.
Everyone's scared then, basically. You know what I mean? And the kids are like a lot of the kids. If you speak to the younger people today, and you ask them, "Why'd you carry a weapon, mate?" They'll turn around and be like, "Because they've got weapons."
Exactly.
And they don't want to. 9 out of 10 times, these kids don't even want to use that weapon. They just pull it out just to show face, just to make the others back off. By then, because kids, they all got points to prove, haven't they?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I was one of them kids, so I was similar to anything. We weren't violent.
Yeah, that's
Different.
mad. What was so like? At what age was you like your first proper crime then?
I'll tell you how it started, yeah, Jamie. When I was younger, I went into the care system. I used to run away. Now, I was outside of London up until I was 13. And then as soon as I hit 13, I came back to London. And then I started running away from all the care homes. So I'd be predominantly homeless, you know what I mean? When I got caught, I'd get brought back to the police station and then brought back to the care home, but then I'd run away again. So I'd have to live.
Yeah.
So I'd be thieving.
Okay.
I'd be stealing. I'd be breaking into cars to steal their shit out there so I could sell it just to get myself a freaking Burger King and a bag of weed because that's where it was when I was younger. You know what I mean? So and that's literally it. You'd steal just to live, and I did that for many years. And because I didn't go to school. I left school.
I really didn't go to school?
I left school. I got kicked out of school. I've never been to a mainstream school ever.
Wow.
Never been to a mainstream school. I got left school when I was 13, special needs school, and after that, I just committed crime.
So what did obviously? So I've always I've went through the normal system, first school, second school, high school, and
Never
all that.
done any of them.
And I found that with that, socializing with, let's say, your run-of-the-mill kids was the norm.
Yeah.
Building normal relationships was the norm. What was it like, perhaps not growing up with that? That's
Not the
obviously
norm.
added to
It's not the norm. I grew up with loads of nutters, mate. Honestly, seriously.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because you would be around them,
Nutters,
right? Because
yeah.
you're all
I
going to
was
be
classed as a
sectioned
nutter.
or.
Yeah, because I was classed as a nutcase. They put me with loads of nutcases.
It's crazy,
Which
isn't
makes
it?
sense, really. But you don't put any kids. You don't treat kids in a way that I got treated. You know what I mean? Because then they turn out how I did. The only reason I'm nice now, and I say this and I mean it, is because I don't like committing crime no more.
Yeah.
I've done it for 20 years, mate. I've been in the system. I spent 10 years in the system, actually 13 years in the system. And then I come out of the care system and went straight into the prison system. I've done nearly over 12 years in jail.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
So, what age was your first sentence? then?
My first time I got done for, the first crime I ever got committed for was an assault on a member of staff that assaulted me. I'll tell you what it was. Yeah, I was in a children's home in Oxford. No, I wasn't actually. I was in Kent. It's a special learning school. But because I'd always be scatty kid, I'd be getting restrained constantly by members of staff. So these members of staff had held me in a chair all day. So I had bruising all up my arms, and this is no joke. And I was only like, I think I was 9 years old, mate. So as soon as they let me go, I've gone crazy, mate. I've gone absolutely gone ballistic. I started throwing shit at people. Chairs went all over the place. Teachers got assaulted, and I ended up getting done for assaulting a teacher, even though my arms were black and blue.
At 9?
At 9.
And the police done you?
Yeah,
Can you get convicted of
Yeah, I
stuff at
got
that
a
age?
caution for it, bro. My first ever offence was for assaulting a member of staff that assaulted me.
Wow.
Imagine that, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it was like that. Like, in the care system, the way I see it, yeah, a lot of people, yeah, they don't understand what the care system's really like. They see what they see on the TV. But members of staff there, not all of them, there's some real nasty fuckers there, man.
Yeah.
Like, some of these people are bad.
Yeah.
Like, we might have been bad. We were bad boys, and we'd go out and we'd commit crime, and there would be victims involved in that, yeah. But we wouldn't nonce people. We wouldn't be and these people in the care homes, you get a lot of bad things go on to kids in there. You know what I mean?
I've heard things like that, and I guess as you say, right, like it's hard to stereotype all of them, isn't it? Because or tar them with all one brush, and I think when it goes to any trade,
yeah,
or anything like in life, there's good and bad, right?
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate that there is bad
in that field.
In that.
Yeah,
100%.
because it's just the only people that suffer is the little ones, man. And the way I see things, yeah, like my whole purpose now is to be a good parent. My most important job is to be a good parent to my children, yeah. Because if my children suffer trauma, then they're only going to be traumatized when they're older.
Of course.
So my job is important to make sure that they don't go through trauma.
Yeah.
So they don't see bad, negative shit. You know what I mean? My job as a parent is to make sure that they're healthy, protected, looked after, they're clean and tidy, and they're fed, and they're loved. And most important is the love in it, yeah?
Of course.
Because if you don't cherish love and you don't have love as a kid, when you get older, you find it hard to love.
Yeah.
Hence, easy to commit crime. Easy to go into a bank and hold them up. It's easy to do things like that, and it becomes like, it's just not a good thing. So important to be a good parent, man.
Yeah.
It's very important.
I rate that. You know
what I mean?
So yeah, but like, so what was your first sentence then?
My first sentence, the first time I went to jail, yeah, this is the first time I went to jail was for getting a police chase, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. In what car though, bro?
This car, I tell you what car, I think it was an Astra GTE,
Man had the GTE?
Yeah, I said be a prolific car thief, innit, yeah.
Okay.
And I know it's not good. I know.
Yeah, because there's going to be automotive heads watching it. We don't condone that no more, but it's past. We've got to tell the story, innit?
Yeah, this was the back in the day, obviously. We had a life of crime. We had a life of pain in the beginning, which leads on to a life of crime. And I weren't educated, so I didn't go to school. Left school with no qualifications, so I was with all my mates.
You're not out there doing it because you're like, you know what I mean?
You've been doing it because we have to live,
Smart.
and that's the way it was. And some people have mums and dads. My mum made me sleep on a balcony, bro, when I was 13, and my little sister had to come and give me blankets and cigarettes and food.
Man.
Because my mum didn't want me in the house. But I'll be sleeping on the balcony. My mum will be in a warm bed.
Wow.
And that was that's the real talk there, bro. There's no lies in that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So because I lived that life, I had to be like this, you know what I mean? So I started stealing cars. Obviously, it's not a good thing, but we did. And I used to love it, mate. I'm not going to lie to you. I used to love being chased by the police. It was fucking great. I loved it.
Buzz, yeah?
It was a buzz, mate. A proper buzz, especially when you got 10 police cars behind you, yeah?
That's it, 10 police cars?
Yeah, straight. Like, I'm not joking. I tell you what happened. I ended up getting this chase, yeah? And it was my mate. My mate moved to Essex, yeah? So I was like, I'll go and see her. Yeah, my mate Sam, yeah? And she lived in Gants Hill at the time. And I was driving from Edgware Road, yeah? So I was thinking, right, I'll just drive there. But because I'm a young kid, innit, yeah? I've ended up driving through central London. So
what age?
I think I was 16, 15,
Oh, so you weren't even old enough to be driving?
I wasn't even old enough to be driving, mate. So I looked out at a place like, you see this little kid behind a fucking powerhouse. The GTEs were big back in the day. They were banging cars, you know what I mean?
Mad.
And I remember, I think it was a G-Red, funny enough, yeah?
Yeah.
I remember it, yeah, it was a lovely car, man. But I've ended up driving down, I'll tell you where it was. It was in, I think it was Park Lane.
Park Lane? Oh, okay.
No, I got nicked on Park Lane. That's where they stung my tyres and I had a big crack. Oh, yeah, it was mental, mate.
Oh, they stung you?
Yeah. I tell you where it was. I was down, I think it was Oxford Street, because I was cutting through central London, yeah, to get towards Essex, yeah. Bear in mind, I'm a kid. I ain't even got a clue where I'm going. I'm just getting it. I'm just driving.
Sat-navs were the thing back then,
no
weren't they?
sat-navs. I'm just figuring it out, innit, yeah. So I'm there. Next thing, I've got a big armed police behind me. I remember them. It was in a Vauxhall Omega, a red one, yeah. Okay. With central London.
Oh, yeah. SO what, the SO19 or something?
Yeah, they're the
armed
armed ones,
police.
yeah. And this was my first interaction with armed police, yeah. I got to know them a bit later on in life, but we'll get there. But yeah, they ended up chasing me, man, and I couldn't get away from them. Even though that I was in a fucking beast of a car, I think they were savages back in the day. And I know them Omegas are fast, but they're trained, innit? And I weren't trained. So I've got chased all around London. I'm scratching up cars, I'm trying to get away. Next thing, I'm driving down the Edgware Road, police car's pulled out, wallop, I've hit that car. But because they're not like, you see the new cars, they all got cut-out switches.
Remember
the old cars, you could ram
You keep going until they fell, the wheels fell off.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So I've just kept going. And the car's still going, I've got flat tyres and everything. The car's making smokes coming out of it. And next thing, I'm on Park Lane. Now I'm going up the wrong side of Park Lane. So you can imagine, everyone knows Park Lane is like 4 or 5 lanes of traffic.
So you're going up the wrong side?
The wrong side of Park Lane.
Is it like a myth that when you start going on the wrong side of the road, they stop chasing you?
They do sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Was
do.
that the aim? Or you was just going
I
rags?
think I was just on a mad one that time. I was thinking, I'm seeing blue lights everywhere. I got to get home, innit? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So I'm running, and next thing they've just done the T-pack maneuver on me, and you know, where they've 1 minute there's loads of traffic, next minute there's none, and I'm halfway up Park Lane. Yeah, and then I've seen him. They've come out from the side. They've got the vans up in front of me. He slammed on the brakes. I've hit the back of him.
Oh man!
Then they've come up side by side, boxed me in, blew the windows out, pulled me out, gave me a little bit of a beating. I remember this as well because I must have sideswiped someone's car, yeah. And this geezer pulled me out the window. He's like, "Do you know how fucking reckless you are?" Wallop and belted me, yeah.
Wow, that's what it used to be like.
Yeah,
though. You got a little
exactly
beat,
what
they
it
didn't
was
have
like.
the dash cams,
no cameras,
or all the cams
yeah,
or whatever.
nothing like that. And I got a dig for it, yeah. And I was like, "What? Did you see that?" And the woman's come running over. That cunt smashed into my car. Sorry about the language,
That's
man.
right, bro.
But yeah, and then obviously after that, I went to prison. That's the first time I went to jail.
What kind of a sentence did you get? And it was for that, yeah?
It was for driving, yeah. I got done for aggravated vehicle taking, aggravated TDA, dangerous driving, I think it was, which they then dropped because you can't get done for dangerous driving, aggravated TDA together.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's one or the other. You know what I mean? So what happened was I ended up going to jail. I think I got 10 months for that.
10 months?
Yeah, 10 months sentence for that, which I'd done 6 months out of, come out, and I was out for literally no more than 2 weeks, no, about 7 weeks, and I was back in jail again.
So obviously...
For another car.
For another car?
Yeah, for another car.
So being at that young age, I'd imagine, obviously, you went to a young offenders.
Yeah.
Like, what was jail time like? Like, obviously, you come out and it didn't change you.
No, it was, at first, it was scary. I remember, I won't forget this, yeah. I remember I was in Hammersmith Magistrates, yeah, and they've said to me, they've remanded me in custody, yeah. And I was like, I started crying in the courtroom. I was like, "You're a wanker." You're a wanker to the judge, yeah?
To the judge, yeah?
To the judge. Like,
before you got sentenced or after?
No, because he said to me, "I'm getting remanded now, yeah? Because now I'm going to jail. I'm only like 16. I'm shitting it, you know what I mean?" So I started crying in court.
Yeah, you got to try them things, innit?
I hate you. And then I get carted off downstairs. And I've gone to prison. I was shitting my pants. And I was thinking, fucking hell, jail, man. Never been to prison.
Yeah.
Get into jail. And it's just like it was like a big playground.
Really?
Literally, it was like I learnt more things in prison than I did from my mates.
Really?
Yeah, and I met other people, other criminals. I found out about other sort of crimes, heard about robberies, and I was thinking,
was it almost like what you in for? And then you're in for a low key thing, like a car theft, and like, bruv, my man's in for the big thing.
Yeah.
And he was almost getting a respect because he was doing the badder crimes.
And
then
the truth, you know, that's exactly how it works, mate. To the T, literally to the T. Yeah, because I went to jail. I didn't hear about, like, when I was younger, I was a petty criminal at this stage. I was stealing stupid shit, you know, stealing cars for fun, to have a laugh in and just to sleep in. Because a lot of times I steal the cars because I was homeless. You know what I mean? So I steal the cars, hotwire them, sleep in them. Wow. Obviously, I had nowhere to go. When we do all-nighters with our mates and all that, when everyone gets tired, all my mates would go home. I never had a home to go to. I had to go back to a children's home or have nowhere to go, you know what I mean? So I just break into cars. Wow. That's how I did it, and I did that for a little while, quite a few years. Did that for, and then it progressed. You know, you go to prison, you meet people that have been in the game for a little bit longer. Bear in mind, you're only in a juvenile facility here. You still meet other criminals that are worse than you. Yeah. So they give you things like inspiration. I know that sounds mad.
Yeah, but at that age, that's what it is, isn't it?
Like, it is, bro. You look at people and you think, "Oh, so what you in for, mate?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm in for drumming." Do you know what drumming is?
I don't even know what drumming
is. Burglaries, yeah. Now,
okay.
I don't do burglaries, it's not my thing, yeah. But you hear about other crimes that people do, so then you're like, why am I doing that? Makes sense. Like, I'm only doing stupid things, and I'm only getting silly bits of money just to live on, yeah. And sometimes not even that. You're doing things, and you're getting the same amount of time as me, but you're getting big money.
Oh, like that. So it's like the risk and reward weren't even what you might as well be doing the bigger thing.
Yeah, so it made sense to be to upscale the criminality. Yeah, so that's what we did, and that's what happened. I'm not going to go into detail about. I'll leave some years out, yeah, because obviously, we don't want people coming. I don't want to be getting it for shit that I've done 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So,
I hear that. I hear that.
You progress. You know what I mean? And then the life of crime is progression, just like you would. Like yourself, like some of the boys that are doing the car shows now, they start off with a little shit car. Year and a half later, they've got Lamborghinis and Maseratis and all that, and that's like fucking well done, man.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. It's just in criminal world.
Wow.
It's the same thing as any job. You start off cleaning shelves, stacking shelves to become into a manager. Now, the only difference is you're going to prison for all the crimes that you do if you're a criminal, but your same progression is still same thing. You still upscale the market, still getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And in the end, banks seem like the thing to do.
Oh, really?
And that's what it done. And that's how it turned out for me to be a bank robber. And wanting to be a bank robber was like the cream of the cream, wasn't it?
So that was the thing. So when you was known as a bank robber, you was getting banged up because you're a bank robber, you're kind of respected. Like, he's doing banks. He's a serious guy.
It's a big thing, isn't it? In jail, people look at bank robbers like they're the boys. You know what I mean? And they are. People respect robbers for some reason.
I think I can see that, but because I feel like almost, all right, I was going to say it's a victimless crime, but it definitely isn't, because obviously there's going to be people who work there who might be traumatized, people who see it or whatever. And then obviously if there's violence involved,
there's always violence.
But as far as what you're taking, you know, that's the bank's money. That's a massive...
Yeah, it's a business.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they can afford it.
Bro, you could take 50 racks.
Yeah, but you get the most bird for doing them. That's the thing. You could run into Barclays, NatWest, or any of these banks here, you get major bird for robbing them gaffs. But this is what I don't agree with in our legal system, yeah? Like, you get a lot of sex crimes, yeah, and these sex offenders don't get no bird. Like, I'm only going into a gaff and I'm taking cash, yeah, that is insured. I'm not doing anything mad bad. I'm just getting the cash, innit? And I end up getting on my first one. First time I went to jail for banks.
First bank robbery.
Yeah,
right.
First.
In fact, do you mind telling us about that? Because let's get into it. And in fact, like, what's the prep like? Talk me through what it feels like before you're thinking to go and do a back. Like, what? Like, what's your mindset?
I tell you, the mindset is professional.
Okay.
And being professional and treating it as professional is the most important thing, because obviously when we got nicked, we were classed as professional robbers. That's what the judge said. We are professional criminals, and hence that's why I got a 12-year sentence.
Wow. It weren't like willy-nilly just kicking off the door because you just think it's going to work as you walk by.
It's premeditated, it's planned. Like, our vehicles be clone cars, isn't it? We use performance vehicles. The cars will be stolen in preparation. They'll be plated up. They'll be rung up.
Okay.
And there'll be multiple cars. It won't just be one car. It'll be multiple vehicles. Okay. So you'll be... All right, I explained the bank that I got done for. Right, so what happened was, me and my co-defendant is still in jail, by the way.
For the same
crime.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you mind me... I know I'm kind of going backwards and forwards. How long have you been out?
I've been out of jail for 3 years.
Okay, so it's still quite a relatively new...
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, the last time I went to prison wasn't for banks.
Okay.
I went to prison for attempted murder on police. Yeah.
We're going to get to that then.
Yeah.
Wow, okay,
And that was because of people doing things, and me with my bad temper. I've learned to control my temper now. Last 3 years, I've started sorting my life out so I don't be criminal, you know. But I'll tell you exactly how it all started. Go back to the banks from the beginning, yeah? Right, so just imagine this, you're young. You see everybody else, they've got nice cars, they've got nice clothes, they've got a nice place to live. You go to their house and they're like, right, they've got nice things, yeah? So I want that. Yeah. And that's honest to God, yeah, Jamie. So I want a nice life. I want to impress girls.
Of course.
I want to get chicks. I want a nice fucking 20 brav watching my wits. You know what I'm saying? I want them things. I want a nice car, but I ain't got the capacity or the skills to get a job to do that. Yeah, and that's the facts, because of the care system. Yeah. Going into care, not going to school, didn't know how to do everything like everyone else. So crime was the only option. So I'd done crime, and you go through a level of crime, start hitting banks. Yeah, banks. It's the most rewarding job. You get a big bit of money. Obviously, if you get caught, you get a big bit of bird that goes with it, yeah? So the plan is don't get caught. You know what I mean?
Just don't get caught.
I hear that. You know what I mean? So be methodical about it. Treat it as you would anything else, yeah? Be on point, and that's how we did it. And what we do, on the first bank that I ever got done for, this was mad scatty, bruv. I tell you, it was funny, yeah. I find it hilarious when I sit back and I think about the whole. Your viewers will probably find it anyway. So imagine this, yeah. Me and my Cody, we've come up with an idea, yeah. We're like, how can we rob this bank in plain sight and be able to stand in front of anyone else without being pointed at and saying they're criminal?
What ends?
This was actually in Kilburn High Road.
Kilburn High Road, yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
Kilburn High Road.
shit.
Yeah, it was a Nat West, and we thought, well, who do you see every day in central London that are completely covered? People wearing burqas.
Oh, yes.
It makes sense.
Oh, so that was the flex.
That was the flex, yeah. And
Oh,
obviously, I was thinking, right, I could stand right beside you.
Yeah. I guess
And
you could.
Yeah, I can.
You
And I did.
definitely could.
And I did it. And and it works, mate. And it works.
Shit. So, do you know what's mad, right? Because I don't get me wrong, I completely understand, obviously, a religious standpoint.
Never about religion.
No, yeah, no, 100%. Like, you know what I mean? And but obviously, when you are completely covered, and not to offend or anything like this, it can be intimidating in situations. For instance, if you're working in a bank and someone comes in who's completely covered, obviously there's a stigma about having your face covered, perhaps in places like that because of robberies.
Yeah.
So there must have been in the back of your head still this, bro. For one, because you're trying to be a woman now, right? Because they're the ones who cover up,
but
right?
we don't look like chicks. I've got broad shoulders, mate. You know what I'm saying? I've got muscular. I'm a man.
Yeah.
I don't look like a bird in any way, shape, or form.
Well, what did you look like covered up?
I look like a geezer.
Shit.
Do you know what? Yeah, my missus.
Did you man dress up,
fully.
and look at each other at home, and
cracking up.
what the hell are we
Bro,
doing?
imagine this, yeah. This is where it got all funny, yeah, because this is the movie part of it, yeah, because this will be turned into something else, yeah. Okay. And my life has been an amazing journey, yeah. It's been chaos, yeah, but it's getting better now, you know what I'm saying? So, but the good memories are. I take the good out of the bad in it, and I remember the funny bits instead of the sad bits. So imagine this, yeah. Where are you going to get a burqa from?
I have no clue.
You're going to have to go to a place that sell burqas.
Oh,
so
shit, yeah,
me thinking, where could I get a burqa from? A mosque, yeah? And that's the truth, bro. Like, no lying in it. That's the truth. So I've gone to Regent's Park Mosque, yeah?
Regent's Park Mosque,
with my Cody, yeah? So we get there, and we're looking at things, we're trying them on. And there's loads of chicks in this place.
You're trying burqas on in the
mosque,
place,
yeah?
bro.
In Regent's Park Mosque.
And what are people saying to you?
They're laughing at us. They're laughing at us, thinking we're funny, yeah, because we're not offending. We're like this.
Being respectful and
we are respectful people, and I'm dead against racism. Yeah, don't like it. Yeah, and I don't like people bringing race into things. But this was clearly never to do with race. This was always about a disguise. Anyway, so we're in there. We put on our disguises. I'm trying them on. Putting on the head veils and all that, and we're looking at each other and we're like, yeah, that looks all right. And then there's birds in there, and they're all laughing at us. They're cracking up at us, yeah? Because this is out of the ordinary. This shit don't happen,
I thought you would have just went in there for, all right, there's a large one, let me grab the large and then go try it on at home. But you was doing it in the place like it was River Island.
Yeah, like that, yeah. Like that. But we're only 20 now, so we're thinking fucking mad kids, innit, yeah? So we're doing that now. Next thing, Nick's turned around to me, he's like, should we just wear them out? Like, should we just wear them out from now? And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, come on, it'll be fun, innit? I was like, come then. So we put on the burqas in the gaff, paid for them with them on our backs, yeah?
Oh, my God.
Right, the geezer in the shop, yeah? I don't know what he was thinking, yeah? But he must have thought these guys are lunatics,
They probably thought you was going to like a fancy dress party or something.
That's what we were.
But even so, he must have... Were they not a bit pissed off selling them to you? Did they not feel like a disrespect?
The people in the shop and all the ladies, yeah, they thought it was hilarious. Okay. They were laughing at us. It was comical to them, yeah? And it really was. When I sit back here now, I think it's fucking hilarious, yeah? But if you put the race and all that in it, then it turns disrespectful. But
of course. But it was never
about that, you know? Yeah. And so anyway, I'm walking out the gaff. I've got a pair of fucking 110s on, yeah? So I've got my black trainers on, and I've got a pair of jeans underneath my dress, yeah? Bear in mind, my car is parked directly across the road, yeah, from the Regent's Park Mosque, yeah? So my mate's bigger than me. Yeah, Nick's big. He's 6 foot something, yeah? And he's stocky. I'm only 5'9"-ish, yeah? But I'm stocky as well. But I haven't got a woman's physique.
Yeah.
So I come walking out the Regent Park Mosque. Me and him are walking together now. And the security guard's obviously seen us. Him being the bigger one, security's gone for the smaller one, innit? Which would be me, yeah? So security's gone for me. And he knew that we're men, innit? We're men dressed in women's clothing right now, yeah? So he's come for me, and I've just fucking got rid of him straight away. Dropped him, yeah? But then you're in Regent's Park Mosque. There's hundreds and hundreds of people outside this place every day. So just picture this, yeah. You've got two guys. Security are like, catch him, get him. Next thing, you've got at least 150 people chasing my mate.
No.
I've got 150 people chasing me. This is no joke.
And man's still running in the burqa.
I'm running in the burqa, yeah. running. So imagine I'm running as fast as I can. I'm trying to run, yeah. And I've got a dress on. My keys are in my jeans, yeah. So I'm trying to run and I'm trying to get my keys out, yeah. And I'm fucking shaking. I've got hundreds of people. They're gonna kill me right now. Think about that, yeah. They're going to kill me, yeah. So I'm not getting stopped, innit? I'm getting out there. So my mate's gone. He's gone that way. I've gone across the road. I get into my car. I lock the door, yeah? And my hands are like that, yeah? So I put the key in the ignition. Next thing, my mirrors are coming off.
Oh, really? They're caught up?
They're out on the car now. And they're putting bits off the car, yeah? So I'm fucking, so that's it. I'm in first gear. Smoke. I'm gone.
Oh, shit.
People flying off the car. Madness, bruv.
Wow.
We get around. We go back to the green, my estate where I was at the time in just off of Lisson Grove, Edgware Road. And
well, your boy made it to the car too?
No, my mate made it on foot. Thank God. He made it on foot.
He wasn't still wearing the thing when he got back with
he was still wearing the thing when we got to the green, mate.
So that's
honestly.
optional at that point.
Crazy,
like he could have taken it off a long time ago.
Like, you know when you're running and he's got a crowd of people chasing him, mate. I'm in the car now, so I ain't got a crowd behind me, but he's still on foot. He's still got at least a good few of them on him. And I don't know what their reason is, but they must think he's doing something wrong.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For security to be screaming, blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
get him. Yeah.
They must, yeah, because I was
thinking, I don't know what they're thinking, but they're thinking we're not being good anyway. You know what I mean? So, anyway, we link up in the green, and we're there like, you ready? That was mad, innit? Come, let's go. So now we're going out to lick a bank, yeah?
Same day?
It's within 10 minutes, bruv.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so, okay. Like that, okay.
Like that, yeah. And we didn't think that situation. This is how I say immature we were at the time, innit? Yeah, we didn't think that situation was going to draw attention, but it did.
Of course, now
this
it's
is
two men in Burke.
Yeah, this is how we got nicked. Yeah, so we were doomed from the beginning. Yeah, doomed from the beginning on this one. Yeah, so bear in mind, a report's gone out. Two men dressed in Muslim dress being chased out of a mosque in Edgware Road. Within an hour, bank in Kilburn High Road gets robbed by two geezers dressed in burqas.
Shit.
And I tell you, this is what happened, yeah? So we're driving around the manor now, yeah? We're looking. We know what we're going to do. We're going to hit this gaff.
Did you pre-plan? What was there a particular reason why it was that gaff, that time?
Yeah, because we knew roughly what time it'd be there. You know what I mean?
When you say be there, what are you talking the mate?
Money van, yeah.
Oh, so that's how you were. Oh, so you was doing the matey. You weren't going in and trying to.
No, we don't go in and start pulling guns out on people because that's all time consuming, and that's back in the 80s.
That's what I was thinking. So I was going to ask you about that because I think they've got measures in place now, so they can just like drop a shutter.
Yeah, they
and
do.
You can't.
Yeah, but every bank needs to. Like the thing is, the way we worked it out is they've got to bring money to and fro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that money is at a weak point. It's not going to be £1 million. It's going to be 25 grand. Bit more than that sometimes, maybe a bit less, but 25 grand's enough.
That's a lot of money.
You know what I mean? That's a nice new car for me.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how it was.
That's
a
year's wage for some people.
It's a lot, yeah. Some people get half that. You know what I mean? So, like to me, at that age, I'm only 20 years old. I'm a big boy now. 16 years later. You know what I mean? But at that time, that sort of money was very appealing to us. You know what I mean? And yeah, so we've gone into the bank. And the maddest thing about it, yeah. So say we've had this madness in the mosque. We now drive to Kilburn. We're in the bank. There's two Muslim chicks in front of us, bro.
As in wearing burqas?
Wearing burqas, yeah. This is all mad, isn't it? Yeah. And I tell you, I remind me to say this to you because I keep saying this to people on my other podcasts that I go to, but I never tell people. I forget what the Muslim ladies say, but I'll tell you.
Okay.
Right, so basically, we're in the mosque and we're in the bank now. You've got two total strangers to us, but they're Muslim women. Now, we're Muslim men dressed in Muslim women clothing, yeah, which is crazy, yeah. So we're there now. Next thing, we're in the bank. This chick, I didn't find this out until afterwards, yeah? The woman that was in front of us, one of them's left the bank, phoned her husband and said, "Excuse me, babes, is it normal for men to be wearing dresses like us in a bank?"
So it was that bait. It was that bait. There was no...
Bait.
Because your mate is 6 foot. Women, not a lot of women are 6 foot.
Yeah, exactly. We are hot bods right now, yeah? But as long as our face is covered, our fingers are covered, there's no dabs.
Oh, so how are you doing it? Yeah, what are you doing with the hands?
Gloves.
Oh, so it's a double bait thing now.
Yeah.
Because do Muslim ladies, I'm not sure, do they cover their hands?
I don't know, but we did.
But you did. So you were fully.
yeah, we were covered.
Something was
Like,
going on.
Yeah,
something was
we
going
were
on.
there to peel that gaff, innit? And that's exactly how it was, yeah.
Fuck.
And we're there now. And the guy that's running the back, doing the bank transactions, he's going back and forth. The custodian, the one who brings the money, he's going back and forth, and he's clocked us. He turned around and said in the report, that he thought we were real ugly chicks. Yeah. Shit. On my life, bro. You can't make this up, bro. Honestly, he thought that we were bright, ugly birds, yeah. Like, honestly, because you got my boy, yeah. I don't know, he's big eyebrows on him, yeah. He's a big 6-foot guy, like. And because there's genuinely 2 other chicks in there that are absolutely nothing
like
to do with us.
and,
So he's thinking that we're all together.
Okay.
So next thing, he's doing his runs. And I don't want to hit him too early, Jamie, because that means I've got to run across the bank to get to him. That's going to make commotion. So I want to get him right.
Can I stop you now? So you've timed it. Yeah. That you know what time he's going to get there.
Yeah.
And you're going to be waiting inside the bank for him. So was your timing bang on? As in you got there? Like, because I can imagine like you're waiting around.
We knew he'd be there at a certain time. So as soon as I see him pull up, I pull up.
Got you.
And then I go in there.
Cool.
I'll be in there with my guy. Me and my boy will be there doing our thing. And imagine a lot of banks got a lot of people and there's a lot of queues in there, innit? So, but they have a shutter, yeah? It's like a spin safe, yeah? So they bring the box in, they'll put the box in the safe, it will spin around, then the money's on the bank side.
Got you.
So we get them, right? So basically they open the box, they have a handheld scanner, they scan the money, and then I would have him. Okay. And that's how it was, yeah. So what's happened, we've waited for him to do his runs, and now I'm in the queue and he's right beside me. So I don't look out of place.
Got you.
I've got these other people that are there, so I'm just blending into this cafe, even though I'm not blending at all.
It kind of looks kind of
It
weirdly
kind of
normal.
looks like we're there for the right reasons. The next thing, he's there. He's opened the money box in front of me. I just fucking flung him across the bank, grabbed him and threw him.
Okay.
Literally, nothing too violent, no weapons or nothing. And my mate grabbed the money, and then we've just run out the bank and straight into the car, out of there, and it's literally like that. Took no more than 3 minutes.
Wow. So, what kind of money did you?
25 grand.
It was 25 racks, just like that.
£25 cash, yeah.
So what I've seen, right, is you see those security people now. They're wearing their helmets and the visors, whatever they're wearing, and then they've got the black money box, and I think they handcuff it to their hand or something.
No, they don't. No, they don't handcuff it.
Is that because man started chopping their hands off and
Well,
shit?
you could do. That's more violence, innit? I wouldn't do that. It's a bit over the top. That cutting a man's arm off for a bit 25 quid.
Bro, there's man out there that'll do that.
They do a lot more than that for a lot less. But we never used to do that. We used to see the way I used to do it. Yeah, I don't know how it happens now because obviously I don't do these things no more. But back in the day, they used to open the box in the bank in the foyer area with us.
Okay.
So I don't have to take the box off him. I don't have to break anything open. I don't have to do. All I have to do is deal with him, and my mate would deal with the money.
Okay, so that it was your place. You basically
I'll
tackle
deal with him.
You grab the money.
Yeah, I'll deal
get
with
out.
him. You get the money, and then we go. And it was like that, man. And then we ended up going to jail. What happened was, we done that. We done that one, and then we were criminals.
What did that feel like though? After your first one,
amazing.
you made, but that's 25 racks. Like you just made pee like
I got
that.
sick. I actually got sick after my first one I ever done. I couldn't believe it, mate. I've done it. I got back to my pa's house, and I was counting. And I seen the money. I was like, this is mental. And I was like, I threw up, mate. I went in the toilet, puked my guts up, mate. Honestly, I was like, this is the belly, and I want more of this. You know what I mean? And then it happens. And then before long, you got the fucking who's the ones that got us? SED7.
Okay.
Yeah, they're at Scotland Yard, flying squad, didn't they? Special unit. And they when we got nicked, I ended up getting done for them. I got done for a few of them.
So you never got nicked for the first one, the Burqa one?
I did, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I will only talk about crimes that I've been convicted of.
Okay, good man.
Anything that I won't,
Yeah.
you know.
Of course.
But so went to jail, and then I got to prison, and everyone was like, "Rah, like you're a bank robber." Like, I didn't see it like that really at first, but then when you're in jail, man's a bank robber. You get me? And that's how it was.
Wow. So
So
there's like as soon as you go into jail, there's like a hierarchy.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't know about now, obviously, because times have changed. And when I was in prison back then, things were different. Then, you know what I mean? A lot of the kids see drugs and all that as the hierarchy people now, and people that are like the big smugglers and all that, or people that are shot in drugs and all that shit. But I've never been involved in drugs. Drugs never been my thing. I don't like drugs. I'm not that guy in it. Yeah, so I don't see the thing in that. I always like crime.
Yeah.
Because that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
But with the robberies, everybody aspires to. When they're criminal fraternity, everyone wants to be a bank robber.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's the one. It's
like the
pulling off
Premier
those
League,
big
innit?
heart. It's a bit Robin Hoodish too, isn't it?
Very, very.
Do you know
much
what I
so,
mean?
Yeah, it is taking from the rich, the banks, and
Yeah.
keeping it.
Exactly.
Basically. Anything I won't give it to the
Spending it
poor.
on nice shit.
Yeah, literally.
That's
nice cars, clothes, and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Did you buy any cars with any of the P's that you
Yeah,
made?
of course.
Go
Yeah,
on,
of
what
course. But
cars
I
did-
tell you, do you know what? Do you know this has done my nutting, yeah, Jamie? Yeah, because I used to spend money on cars, yeah, and the police take them off me.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Yeah,
so I thought, why am I going out and spending racks and racks and racks on a car when I can go and buy exactly the same car that's nicked for nothing?
yeah.
It
Ringers
cost
and
me
that, innit?
fucking fuck all. So I'm like, all right, ring as it is, mate.
Okay.
I'm never stopping. I did never stop for police.
Yeah.
I used to hold police chases like they were out of fashion. I'm a very established getaway driver.
Oh, really?
Yes, mate.
Oh,
A lot of
shit.
people know me and my man. I'm very good driver.
Oh, were you the man? With
I
did
used to
you
be.
ever play that role? Like
Yes,
they're
of
doing the
course.
thing.
Yeah, of course.
Hop in.
I'm a man. I'm a good driver, mate. I'm a petrol head, innit?
Sick.
That's why I love watching your lot shows, mate. Honestly, seriously.
Do you know, it's so sick that like, you know, we've met through, you know, a mutual love of cars,
Yeah.
but you've got such a crazy story to tell, which
Yeah,
I'm
and
really
it's always
interested in.
involving cars.
Which is always involving
Yeah,
cars. That's
madness.
mad. What's the nicest car you would say you kind of done a madness with or had?
I've had loads of cars, mate. I've had bundles of cars. I've had fucking bundles of cars. Don't get me wrong. I ain't had any RS6s yet or RS5s yet.
Because that's like the RS6 is like the ultimate getaway.
Yeah, they're the cars, mate. Yeah. Do you know what? To be fair with you, yeah, I always like BMs, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a BM man. I like
Okay.
BMs. I do like BMs. I love Audis, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah.
Audis, they control. They're the best.
Full-wheel
things.
drive, you're gonna-
Fuck,
you can-
yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
smoke feds in them.
Yeah.
Like, I used to blow the feds out all the time. They never had a chance.
Yeah.
And I'd always be rolling in big cars.
Yeah.
It's better that way. Big, powerful cars. Like I love a 7 Series as well.
Yeah.
Love a big car. I like the Audi A8s. I like Audi A5s. I like all the powerhouses.
Yeah.
But you have to be a driver, innit?
Mm.
Like, it's no point in having a big beast of a vehicle if you can't
drive
do
it.
anything with
Yeah,
it. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean? And yeah, it's good
Wow.
fun times, man.
That's
But
mad.
I don't condone that behaviour, innit?
No.
I'm not
And,
glorifying it,
and
but
you
it
know
is
what the
what
thing
it
is, bro?
is.
Like, I'll stand here or sit here in front of you with a man who really despises that kind of shit now,
Yeah.
because obviously I know a lot of hard work and love goes into what
people
we
take
do,
your
modify
stuff.
cars. You know what I mean? And
man.
people
and it's
taking
like my stuff.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
I modify cars now.
Oh, so you're into the life too?
I'm exactly. The only thing is I don't do it on camera.
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
it
yeah.
for my own personal enjoyment, and,
Well, that's what it's about.
I buy like I love my BMs, yeah.
Yeah.
So I buy BMs cheap, innit, yeah.
Yeah.
And I play with them, man. I
Yeah, yeah.
fucking do them up, do
But
the
that's what
wheels,
it's about, isn't it?
tint them up, yeah. And I love that, and that's
Yeah.
how that's my fun now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Whereas back in the day, committing crime was fun.
Mm.
Because I was a criminal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now the option ain't there to be a criminal. I've
Yeah.
got to be a good boy now. You know what I mean? I've got kids, got a wife, got to behave. So being criminal ain't an option. You know what I mean? But cars, I love cars.
It's an outlet, yeah.
I can't go out and do crimes in cars.
Yeah.
I love drifting.
Oh, yeah?
I'm a bloody good drifter, mate.
Are you, man, good drifting, yeah?
I can drift cars, mate. I'll show you videos on my phone later, man. You know what I mean? I love motors. Cars are my thing. And
Wicked.
that will never go, man.
Wicked.
It never goes,
No,
mate.
that's wicked. That's wicked. So, right, going back to it, you're doing your first. This is your first big sentence now, yeah.
Yeah, first big sentence.
What was the sentence?
To be fair, I got done. I think it was 3 lot of 3. So I got 3 years, all to run concurrent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got done for them, and then I went to jail, and I was happy with that. I generally was.
I was happy with that.
So I got 3 years basically.
Mm.
Yeah, 3 years, 3 different things. Yeah,
And they all run at the same time.
all
So
run at the same time.
that's crazy how they run that, isn't it? Like, it's good for you
I
or
was
the
lucky.
criminal.
Yeah, I was lucky.
But that's kind of mad how they could say
Yeah, I
run
was
concurrent.
lucky. Yeah, but now it's different because if now they do them as consecutive sentences, and you get extended determinate sentence, which is different now. The laws are slightly different. You get extended determinate sentence where they give you a massive license, like a 10-year license, and then a 15-year sentence.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's mad, mate. Honestly, it's just that it just doesn't weigh up no more.
No.
You know, the time you're gonna get to the amount of money, there's not enough money in it, mate. There's not enough money in robberies for anyone to waste 10 years of their life for.
Yeah.
25 grand is not worth it.
No.
You
But
know
then
what I mean?
I guess there's people in situations, and I mean, you might not have been in the same situation at sometimes, but there's desperation, isn't there?
I've been desperate many times, Jamie.
Okay.
Many times. I was a 13-year-old boy homeless on the streets of London,
course,
mate.
Of course.
Walking,
Yeah.
beating the streets on foot. I was very desperate. You know what I mean? But you learn to just, you have to not be like that. You know what I mean? Me personally, the only reason my journey has been a mental journey. Do you know what I mean? It really has been a fucking crazy journey from the age of 3 up until 3 years ago.
That's crazy.
And you're talking 33 years of utter craziness, mate, of mental shit happening. Many police chases, many fucking, like, lots of bad things happening, you know?
So when you've done this first big sentence, right, is this your first time in big jail?
No.
No.
The first time I went to prison, I was young buck. Then I come out of jail, went straight back to jail again. And I've done a few sentences before. I got done for the bank
really?
stuff.
So by the time you got this 3 years, was that your longest sentence so far?
To that date, it was, yeah. But I'd already served more than 3 years because I'd kept getting nicked, going back to jail for stupidness.
So you were fully accustomed.
I was a
with
full criminal. Yeah, I was a career criminal at that stage, you could call it.
Do people then, like, when you get like a 3 year sentence, then you're thinking, obviously you kind of got.
I got a touch,
mate. You got off nice with that, yeah. And then obviously 3 years, you know the system.
Yeah.
Were you known in the system in the jail? So when you went there, you had like people who was like, so you was cool.
All my mates are, well, now they're not anyway. But back in the day, all of my mates were criminals. Like, I grew up with all my pals real criminal, innit? Like, we're all very similar, you know. We all do the same thing. We not many of us had happy homes, you know what I mean? So to be a criminal was just natural, and then so then you go to prison, you see all your mates. You know what I mean? It's like when I got done for the robbery that made me change. Yeah, the crime that completely changed my criminal path, my criminal life, dropped it out completely. I went to jail and I didn't see my mates for years, and then I went to prison and I seen all my pals. It was like a bloody fucking school reunion, literally. It's like, what's going on, lads? And then you get to prison and it's just the prison life. It's different.
But what's like for me, right? Now, if I went to jail, and it might be like this, do you know when you've kind of got a lot you're building and you feel like you're growing something? For me to go to jail now, for any reason, it'll kill me, bro.
It would. Same for me.
But at the time when you went jail, I'd imagine you were just out there doing a madness. It was almost like an occupational hazard of what you was doing, right?
That's literally it.
So when you get there, it's like, oh shit, I'm locked up, but you're just gonna ride out. Was it surely that, like, what emotions are going through your head? Although you're brethren today, I'd imagine you want to be out.
Hard times. I'm not gonna lie, mate, because most people that go to jail, they lose their fucking family, mate. You know, they lose their women. Women ain't gonna wait years and years and years for no man, innit? Like, exactly. and we're no different. We like chicks, innit? Chicks like guys, innit? It's no different. You lose a lot. This is what I mean by you lose a lot more than what you gain when you're committing crime. You know what I mean? You might not lose, but later on you will lose, and you will lose more than you'll gain. Hence why I'm not criminal no more, you know what I mean? But you go to prison and you have fun in jail. You have as much fun. Yeah, you have as much fun as you can.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different, like, obviously you got to laugh every day, innit? You got to make yourself happy, innit? And just being in prison, obviously it's a depressing place. Yeah. It's hard times. People are killing themselves all the way around you. Like, people, there's a lot of violence in jails. People getting stabbed in the fucking face. I've been stabbed in prison a few times. You know what I mean? Yeah, it happens. You get into fights. It's a very, very dangerous gaff. Yeah, but you have to make the most of it. In any situation in your life, you have to make the most of it. You know what I mean? You've got to try and find a positive out of anything.
Course,
you know what I mean? So even when times are real shit, you've got to try and spin the shit times. Like, if you're losing, turn them into winning situations. There's always a way to make yourself feel better. Yeah. So, yeah, the prison system is basic. It's shit, innit, mate? It's a shit place to be. Of course. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just bad. Yeah. You know?
So after that 3 year stretch, then you come out.
Straight back
in. What was the straight back in? Another robbery you done?
Yeah, I've got to be careful here because obviously I got arrested. I'll tell you exactly what happened, yeah? Okay. This is exactly what happened. I got out of jail and I was a criminal for a few years, yeah? I got out of jail in 2009, yeah?
So jail didn't change you at all? You was almost same flex?
It made me more
criminal savvy?
Made me more hungry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, made me more hungry, made me hate the world more. It made me more angry. It made me more bitter inside, and it made me hate more. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it does. Where I had such a traumatic beginning, I've had lots of losses in my life. I've had a lot of pain. I've had a lot of losses, which doesn't give me the right to go out and do anything bad to anyone. But it just explains to the viewers where I was at in my life. Yeah,
of course.
So, I've been in care for over 10 years. Then I'd spent around about 7.5 years in prison total. and I was angry, bitter man. You know what I mean? I might have been laughing and joking, but inside I weren't laughing and joking. I was angry. You know what I mean? I was angry, I was bitter. So my level of crime went more. You know what I mean? And yeah, we were at it. You know, I was at it, and then I got nicked. Yeah, I got nicked when I got arrested. I got nicked by the flying squad. What happened was,
So the flying squad. All right, excuse my I'm a bit ignorant to that kind of shit. I've heard of the flying squad, this, that, the other.
The
I'd imagine is that the
Sweeney.
people? Is it
Yeah.
like? Is that like kind of like the people who are gonna? I don't know. They dress up in the mad fucking.
Yeah, they come with you, big guns, helmets, and all that.
That's the
Yeah,
flying squad,
they're
yeah?
the flying squad. They're the ones that deal with all robbers.
Okay.
Yeah, they deal with armed robbers. They deal with people of violence, heavy violence, and they're the bad boys that get the bad boys.
Got you.
So they've got to be badder than the bad boys.
Okay.
So you think about it like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how I
yeah.
see them. I see flying squad as a big bunch of bad boys. innit?
Really? They're the gang just
they're
gonna control the
They're the
gangs
gang that
on the
come and
legal
get the
side.
gangs, yeah, and
Shit.
they kill you. That's the thing. They'll blast you, kill you, done.
Of course.
You know,
They got
and-
guns. If they feel a
Yeah,
threat, they'll
yeah.
rather shoot than.
And on the day I got nicked, Jamie, yeah, I thought I was gonna get killed, and they fucking said that I had 2 guns on me.
Bro, take us through that.
Right. So what happened was the day I got arrested back in 2011. This is when my criminal life changed, yeah, for the better. Yeah, this is when I stopped.
For the better of your criminal life, your criminal life got better, or your criminal life died and your life got better.
My life changed for the better. My criminal life stopped.
Wicked.
I stopped being a criminal at that minute. This is the mad thing. I've committed crimes after that,
Okay.
but they weren't of
That.
financial. They weren't to. It was pure out of my own fucking temper and my own stupidness. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Got bad
okay.
temper, so I fucked up. But I tell you, so on this day, we're out and about, yeah, and something never turned up. I'm not going to be specific because, yeah. But anyway, something never turned up. So I've been told something else is available at me, yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. What is it? I got told it's a property developer. It's a bad crime. I hate talking about this crime, but this will explain to your viewers where the change happened from full-time criminal to not criminal. You know what I mean? So my life is very scatty. Criminal, bad criminal, yeah? So on this particular day, the boys have turned around to me and said to me, right, I know where this property developer is, yeah? You're getting bare diamonds out of there, gaff. Diamonds. Big rings, earrings.
Oh, so like in the form of jewellery, not raw diamonds like that.
Yeah, you're getting, but we're going to get a lot of money out of this place. A lot of money. I'm talking hundreds of grams of money. Big bits of dough, yeah. Property developer, big house out in the country and all that. And that's appealing.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So I got told that there's 2 people in the house. It'll be him and his wife. So I'm like, is what it is, mate. And that's where, like, you can't understand. You don't have morals when you're a crook, innit?
Yeah.
Morals are out the question, innit? And that's the truth, you know what I mean, Jamie? Yeah. And I hate this, mate. I mean, it's like I hate even talking about this
That
crime.
you were that person.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean it. I swear to God on my fucking kids' lives, yeah, I don't even like talking about this crime, but I have to because it tells people the truth and it tells them where things changed. So this is what happened, yeah? Gone to the house in Hertfordshire.
Okay.
Yeah, and I sat outside the house for 4 to 5 hours waiting for this person to come back, yeah?
Okay.
Now, they've come back, their big electric gates have opened, their gates have closed, they've drove into their big place where they live, and I've seen the car park up. It was a woman that got out of the car. Now, this is what I don't like about this crime, because it was a chick, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I got morals, mate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the only way I could get into this gaff is by one of them opening their front door. So I have to get someone that's walking into that building for me to get into that building.
Okay.
Do you understand? So she's come home, she's driving a big Merc and all that, and yeah, she's gone to the front door and I've apprehended her. I've jumped over the fence, grabbed hold of her, and I robbed her on the spot.
Was it there like you took the jewellery off her?
I took her earrings off her there and then. Okay. Yeah, I took her earrings, watch and bracelets and stuff like that, and then the keys were to get into her house. But she lived in like a thing where there was multiple homes in this complex.
Got you.
So I didn't know exactly what house it was.
Oh shit.
So I've grabbed her. My mates grabbed her. We took her stuff
So
off
the two of
her.
you.
And
Same matey who you kind of done the first. Okay,
no, it's just one of my mates,
Great.
yeah. And I want her keys now. So I'm saying to her, where do you live, innit? But I see the fear in her, bruv, and I've never experienced this on a crime like this before, because one, I was very cold, innit? I was a very cold person in my heart. I didn't give a shit about anyone but myself, yeah? And that's the truth. But that warranted it because of all the trauma that I went through as a kid.
Yeah.
And that did, that's the facts, innit? I was such a cold fucker because of all the shit that happened to me, yeah? And I tell you what it was. I've robbed this bird, and her face said a picture. I can't explain it.
Yeah.
But it made me feel ill, mate, honestly. And I said, we're off. I was the boss.
Oh, you stopped
that crime.
You stopped,
yeah,
and that was enough to.
Yeah, and it was like, bam, we're going now, innit? And I left.
Yeah.
Little did I know that completely surrounded us was armed, all built everywhere. Yeah.
So they knew you was about to do
Yeah,
this.
they knew what we were doing. This is what I'm saying about the police. They go on like they're the saviors and they help everyone. They let us do this.
They let it get to that stage.
They let it get to that stage, yeah. And I understand why they let us.
They've got to kind of get you doing the crime, innit? If you don't do the.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but unfortunate for her, you know what I mean? And I say sorry on every podcast I go on, bro, because I mean it.
Have you ever spoke to her after?
No.
Has there ever been a communication?
I tried to do this thing where I could reach out to her and talk to her. But I say sorry on every part, and I do quite a few podcasts now, you know what I mean? And I make it my mission to say sorry to this lady, yeah?
Okay, cool.
Because I am sorry. And that plays heavy on my heart, mate. And I have to say sorry, you know what I mean? Because that's who I am, yeah? So anyway, we've robbed her. Next thing, we've jumped back in the car. We're driving away now. Now, we used a couple of vehicles now, yeah? So the boys have got out of that car. They've now got in their other car, yeah?
And feds are so they've seen the initial thing.
They've seen the initial thing happen. Bear in mind, you've got soccer's flying squad's finest CCTV cameras.
So they're watching, but they still didn't want to apprehend you guys at the scene.
They didn't want to get us there and then. So what's happened? Yeah, now they think I'm armed. Yeah, like they think I've got 2 straps on me. They think I've got 2 guns, and they think that I'm armed. Yeah, this is what's in their paperwork. Yeah, so we've done the robbery. Quickly got back to the cars. Yeah, they've got into that other car. Now I'm on that car, so we're in 2 cars. We're driving from Hertfordshire. We get back to central London. We get into Holston. Yeah. We get into Holston, then we get into all in one car. Yeah, and then we're in Golders Green. Now I'm on the way. I'm getting rid of these little shitty stones that I've got on me. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm not feeling anything right now. I'm just thinking, just sell the shitty things that we got. We didn't get what we came for, but we've got something. Yeah.
Okay. Were your friends kind of pissed at you that you kind of just? Because obviously you said, nah, let's go. You were the man, like controlling it. Yeah. Were your friends a bit vexed, or they were happy because we got something? I
think the way it happened, I think we all knew something right about this.
Okay.
Because imagine this, yeah, like I'm superstitious, innit? Like if I see one magpie, I salute that, innit? And we're all the same, innit? All of our boys are like that. I know that sounds a bit stupid coming from hardened criminals, yeah?
Yeah, but
it's the truth, beliefs, you know what I mean? And with what happened earlier on in the day, the flying squad were following us a couple of days before that, and we started following them. So
you were following
the flying squad, yeah.
So you clocked they were following.
Yeah, I knew they were following me all the time. I'll tell you another story, yeah. I went to Whipnade Zoo, yeah.
Yeah.
You know Whipnade?
Yeah, it's not far from where I am.
Yeah, exactly. So imagine this: I've gone to Whipnade Zoo, yeah, and I've got loads of flying squad following me, yeah. Right, and I'm out with some chick at the time. We've taken her and her daughter out, yeah, to the zoo, innit? Just a little day out, innit, yeah. But I clocked these feds that follow me, yeah?
In the zoo?
They're in the zoo. They're
following you through the zoo?
They're following me everywhere.
Well, they think you're going to fucking steal a kangaroo or something, bro.
No, but I was on a 24-hour surveillance, innit?
Okay.
So they were watching me. They had trackers in my car. They had my fucking phones bugged. Yeah, they had the whole system set up for us. It weren't just normal flying squad. You had the flying squad, and then you had a special unit out of Scotland Yard. And when I got nicked not for I got nicked for a lot of crimes, mate, and they were all over the country. These crimes, I'm talking all over the country.
Okay.
Ranging from lots of different types of robberies, but I won't say what because But yeah, so we got arrested. Anyway, sorry, let me go back to the Whipsnake thing because I've got so many things I can tell you. It's hilarious, man. But yeah, so we gone to the zoo this day, and I was seeing this girl at the time, and I'm surveillance on point, innit, yeah, when it comes to covert surveillance, bruv, yeah? And you have to be. Okay. Yeah? You have to understand what the police will go through to get you. You have to understand about trackers in your cars. You have to understand they're going to follow you with 5, 6, 7, 8 units, yeah? They're going to do that. They're not going to follow you in 2 cars. They're going to follow you with 10 cars, you know what I mean? Wow. And they will switch over, keep switching over so you don't clock them, yeah? And they do that. So I knew what they were doing. Bear in mind, I'm been doing this for a long time now, so I know their procedures. I know what they're doing. Yeah. So we end up going into the zoo now. Yeah, and I'm having a right laugh.
Is Whipsnade Zoo the fucking one you
Safari
drive through?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
One, yeah. So I clocked these two guys. This is the baitest thing about them. Yeah. Now,
when I dressed up as pandas or something.
Could you imagine that, bro?
One's dressed up as you know, the horse. There's one man at one end and they've got a fucking cat. Oh, shit. Nah, go on, sorry.
But imagine this, yeah. I seen this geezer and this Virgin. They've got out the car, yeah, and they were trying to be so cash. Like, one, they're in the fucking zoo, yeah. They've got no kids with them, yeah, right. Plus, you got an Asian guy and a Chinese chick. That mix don't go, mate.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah? It's not.
And we're not being stereotypical
or
being
it's
racist
something that
or
would
nothing.
stand out as a couple that you wouldn't see all the time.
Plus, they've got fucking big cameras on them. The big cameras, you know, like there's. So I'm sitting there and I knew exactly what they were doing. Plus, I've seen the same car 4 or 5 times today. Yeah, so I know who they are.
Right behind you.
They were everywhere. Yeah.
No, like in the zoo coming through. They were the car behind you.
They've come into the zoo and they're coming around the zoo with me. Yeah, this is no joke, bro. Honest to God. So we've gone through the zoo, we hit the safari bit, yeah, and then we've gone around it the first time, and I'm like, I'm gonna go around the second time, but I'm gonna do rally driving through the fucking gaff this time, yeah. So that's what I've done, innit? I've gone through the safari like a lunatic, yeah, blown through the gaff.
What's it like? Was it animals you could lick over and monkeys?
It was raining. It was fucking shit. I shouldn't have even gone there. It was just a day out for me and the girl to have a laugh and get out and all that. But yeah. That's happened. I've clocked them, and now I know.
Did they follow you back through the second time?
They follow me everywhere. They were following me everywhere.
Okay.
They were absolutely on us. Like it was mental, bruv. Yeah, they were really badly on us, man. And I laugh about it now because it was just comical, but at the time it was mad, innit? I thought crazy times in my life, but on that time I've ended up doing some erratic shit, driving through Whipsnade Zoo like a maniac. Yeah. Got out and gone, but I knew I could do this. I knew the police are not going to stop me. I'm on a ban. I've never had a driver's license. Yeah,
you've never had a driver's license.
Well, at this time I weren't. You know what I mean? I was proper naughty boy then. Yeah. So I know I've got a license to do whatever I want. If I want to do cartwheels in a car and handbrake skids, I know I'm under surveillance. They're not going to stop me.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
He's going to bait the whole operation up.
They're not going to stop me, mate. I know I could do anything I bloody want right now. And the only time they're going to fucking stop me is if they're going to try and arrest me for something that is equivalent to a robbery.
Okay.
So, I mean, so I basically had a run of the mill. I was doing whatever I like, yeah? And I weren't bothered about the police. I didn't care about the police. I knew they were there. So my job was to outsmart them.
Yeah.
Just be better than them, hence the plate up the cars and all of that. But getting back to when we got nicked, when I got nicked for the robbery, imagine this, yeah. So we've done the robbery on the chick, this poor lady, man, you know, and we've robbed her. So then I get into Golders Green now, yeah, and obviously I didn't realise I weren't driving at the time. My other mate was driving, and this is what angers me about this situation. I was in a 335D BMW, yeah.
Yeah.
Bad boy car.
Yeah.
Catching us.
No, 355D. If you can drive,
you ain't got a chance, yeah. Next thing, armed police. I'm at traffic lights and I'm looking at the diamonds. Next thing, wallop, armed police crashed into us from the right side.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm out. I'm in Golders Green. You've got the bus station over there.
Yeah.
You've got the NatWest Bank here. I think the Barclays is here. I'm at these traffic lights
here.
There's a couple of cars in front.
Yeah, I know it.
Next thing, boom, cars hit me, yeah, from this side. Now I'm behind the passenger.
Is this a marked police car too?
No, all undercovers, yeah, all unmarked, all big cars, innit? X5s, big Lexus. They had everything. They had everything we had, innit? Basically, that's exactly what it's like. It's like they even it up, you know what I mean? And they did. So they've smashed into us this side. Next thing, a car's smashed into us this side, yeah. So we've been pinned like that, yeah. Next thing, cars have all skidded up in front of us. And I've slapped I've gone to slap the driver. Fucking drive is fucking police, isn't it? Yeah. But I'm seeing people putting caps on and pulling out guns.
Okay.
And there's loads of them, mate. I'm not talking about 5. I'm talking 30 plus. They were there like instant. I can't believe how many old Bill were actually there.
That's
and I was shocked, really. Not gonna lie, because it happens very fast. 1 minute you're looking.
You were totally not expecting. You thought you got away with that one, kind of.
Yeah, 100%. I'll tell you why. Yeah, because. This is how we got caught. We got caught because they had bugs in our cars, yeah. And what done it was, like, I've gone up the motorway. I'm doing covert and anti-surveillance. I'm doing everything I can to make sure I'm not being followed. As in, I'm going up the
Doing
road.
weird shit.
U-turns, roundabout, 3 times around the roundabout. You know, I'm doing weird driving. I'm driving in a way where I will see you if you're following
You're
me.
doing it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but they didn't have to be right on my ass because they had a bug in the car.
Shit.
And I never knew. And so we got arrested, battered, armed police have all fucking kicked the shit out of us. All the windows are calm. My Cody's been gun butted, split his whole face open.
Is that like procedure? They're allowed to smack you with a gun?
Yeah, they batter everybody.
They can do what the fuck they want at this point, innit?
They want, and rightly so though, Jamie. Bro, we just robbed a chick, so
Yeah,
we
yeah,
deserve
no, I hear
a
that.
beating. You know
No,
what
I
I
hear
mean?
that, I hear that.
And fair, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we got hiding for that. We get to prison. We go to jail. I end up getting, on that particular sentence, I got 12 years for that.
They gave you 12 years straight up for that one.
Yeah, I got 12 years, and then I pleaded guilty straight away. So they dropped the 12 years down to 8 years.
Okay.
But what made me stop committing crime was my victim's impact statement.
Okay.
And this is the thing that makes my stomach turn, and I fucking hate talking about this, but it is what it is. When I was a kid, I got abused badly as a kid, yeah. And she thought she was going to be abused when this robbery happened to her because obviously she got put to sleep and, you know, bad things. Never, ever in a million years have I ever tried to make someone feel like I'm about to abuse them in that sort of way, yeah, because I just hate them fuckers. Yeah. I hate paedophiles and rapists.
Of course.
To beat the shit out of these guys in jail, bruv. You know
Lowest
what I mean?
of the low.
Yeah, I batter them. I hate them people, yeah. So for her to say that she thought that was going to happen, it sits a lot in my heart because it's happened to me. It happened to me many times as a kid. It happened to me in the care homes, you know what I mean? So I fucking understood her, you know? And because I've never interacted with a victim like that before, it made me completely think different. Like, I understood totally where she come from because this has happened to me on a lot of occasions, you know? So it was like, you know that when someone jumps out on you, it's like a shock, innit?
Exactly, bro. Like, even a big man.
Yeah.
And man jump out on you like that when you're not expecting it. It's fucking...
And that's what it was like, that feeling, yeah? And I've never committed a robbery since that day, mate. And I mean that. I don't commit robberies no more. I wouldn't do that. But because of that, it changed everything for me, you know? And then I come out of jail, but because I've been because I've done a lot of bad things, my karma, I believe in karma, because I've done a lot of bad when I was younger, my karma was when I come out of jail, people cause trouble with me, man.
Oh, really? Well, like people who, like, you had enemies because...
Yeah, well, this is trivial stuff. Imagine this, yeah? My woman that I was with at the time, my ex, I was with her 10 years, innit, yeah? And when I went to prison, I got the big sentence. She left me, rightly so, yeah? I've been in jail, in and out of jail all the time I was with her, so she left me, yeah? But I've got 3 kids with her. She wouldn't let me see my kids for 3 years. So I've come out of jail, and I just thought, I ain't never going back to you, mate. And I met someone else, yeah? But the girl that I met is from Harrow as well, yeah? Yeah, obviously my ex is from Harrow, so they fucking know each other, yeah? So, yeah, it was a problem. So she's found out about it, yeah? And started causing murders for me, like literally. Because I've got a violent criminal history, yeah? On paper, I'm not a nice guy,
person,
bruv. And that's honest. I am a nice guy, but when
you
look
the
at
shit
the
you're doing,
it
makes you look...
Makes people look horrible, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so she's used all of that against me. All my care stuff. Now I told her everything about me. She knew everything about me, because obviously I was with her for so long. So I told her everything. But everything I told her, she used against me.
Wow.
So when I come out of jail, she got an injunction put out on me, which I was kind of happy about, because once she found out that I had a girlfriend, the problem started, innit, So she got an injunction out of me, and I just, I was like, cool, I'm happy with that. But the only problem is I can't see my kids now. Now I've been in jail for years now. I haven't seen my children. I'm dying to see my kids. But now she's got this order in place. I can't even see my kids. So I'm gutted, mate. Double gutted, yeah? So I'm driving in Harrow, down the Pinell Road.
And in the end.
In the end.
It's crazy because, you know, it's like...
Mate, I used to have my best chases in Harrow.
Bro, it's crazy because your life's been like a movie. And it's weird that it's actually... That shit was happening around my ends.
Yeah.
And you got 4 years on me. So, bro, like, you know, like I had a bit of a, like, not a troubled childhood, but I went through some shit. I was a naughty boy when I was younger, you know.
You'll do it.
So I was doing like a minor amount of crime, and like you was probably doing a madness around the ends. You were probably the stories, like people used to say, "Oh shit, that happened in this ends," and it was probably you and your boys, bro. Like
Harrow. I lived in Harrow for a long time. I went into children's homes in Harrow. I was in a foster carer's house in Harrow. And as a young kid and all that. So Harrow was like the second place to home for me. You know I mean? And plus my children are from Harrow. Hence, I'm trying to get this. Well, I will be going to work with the youth centre in Harrow to help the young bucks not go down the same
we'll
road
get into
as
that.
me, you know
We'll
what I
get
mean?
into that.
Which is a good thing. But on this, I've lost my trail of thought, Jamie.
So basically, so I think it was the reason that you stopped.
Stop committing crime. Yeah, that's it. So I stopped committing crime because of my victim, and then I've got out of jail. Done a long time. I went to some mad places in this prison sentence because of I don't know what the system has on me. I don't know what is on paper about me, but all of my codees went to CCAT prisons. They went to lower secure prisons. So I went to a high secure prison. They sent me to Swellside, yeah.
Okay.
Which is it's not an ACAT, but it's not far off. Yeah, it's a long term as prison. So I got my 8 years, 12 reduced to 8, and I've gone to Swellside. I was there for a little while, had a lot of madness in there, but I couldn't get my CCAT. I wanted to progress. I wanted to get a DCAT. I wanted to do what everyone else was doing. Yeah.
DCAT's the one where you get like
open prison,
and you just
go
come back at
home
night
and stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that. So I was trying to get that, but because I'm an idiot. Really, I used to be a prat. If I think about it, the shit I used to do was just dumb, innit? You know. Yeah. So I'd always in trouble. I'm always getting in trouble, like. So they refused to give me my CCAT. I ended up going to a high security, and then I thought, let me go to this place called Dovegate to try and get my CCAT for starters, and then try and be a bit of a better person. Stop being so horrible to everyone. Do you know what I mean? So done all that sentence, come out of jail. My baby mother's caused murders for me. She's now lying about me. Now the thing is, because I went to jail for robbery, yeah, and I was questioned for like a lot of robberies. I got done. The old bill tried to fit me up, yeah, because I got out in 2009 and was at it since 2011. They tried to run a 2-year conspiracy on me, yeah. So a 2-year conspiracy with unknown others, yeah.
Okay.
And a whole range of robberies in between there, yeah.
So, some that you didn't do.
Well, we've never done any of them, but you know,
course.
got arrested. For
No,
you know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah. So we got nicked for a whole variety of things. Yeah. I'll tell you what I got arrested for. Weren't convicted of, obviously, because I didn't do these things, yeah. But I got nicked for pulling up on motorbikes, blasting out shop windows, jewellers. Windows getting taken out and all that. Got nicked for a few of them. Got nicked for one in Harrow, funny enough. Yeah, 2 of them actually in Harrow. You know what I mean? Got nicked for all of these things that I didn't do.
Which was all your crime, like, because I think every place you've mentioned is either West or Northwest London. Was it all around
No,
the
I
ends?
got nicked for crimes all over the country.
Oh, you was doing? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, well,
was that like your hotspot was Northwest London?
I grew up in the manor, innit?
Yeah,
so
you
I know West London, North London. I could hold a chase. I know I'm going home.
You know the roads.
Day. Yeah, I know the roads. I know all the roads. You know what I mean? So that was my comfortable zone, shall we say? Yeah. But I got arrested for a lot of crime. I got arrested for crimes that happened all over the country. I'm not going to say specifically because obviously there's a reason for that. But yeah, I got a nick for a lot of things. It was all robberies with me.
Wow.
All of my crimes were petty in the beginning, but then went up to bigger crimes, and ended up getting done for a lot of robberies. Questioned for a lot of robberies, but then obviously going back again. Sorry, getting mixed up. When I got out of jail, I got with my new missus, and things were brilliant, mate. Honestly, I was very happy. So, but I was in a hostel at the time in Milton Keynes, yeah, because I wanted to be the adult about things, Jamie, yeah. And I'd been with my missus for 10 years. Got 3 kids of her, even though she wouldn't let me see the kids. I still wanted to be
a part of their life. Or something.
I wanted to be a part of their life, but I wanted to be good to her as well.
Okay.
You know, I wanted to be a man about things, yeah? I accept where I've gone wrong in my life, so this is my punishment. You're not with me no more. I accept that. And I'm not going to hold no feelings, no harmful feelings anyway, yeah? So I said, I'll go to Milton Keynes because it's better if I go to Milton Keynes. You're in Harrow. I'm in Milton Keynes. It's better for you and the kids, isn't it, yeah? I'm not under your feet. You're not under mine. We wouldn't have no problems. But then she found out I was with my new bird. And then she started causing bad grief for me, bruv. Like, saying that I was stalking her outside freaking Vaughan. You know Vaughan School? You must know Vaughan.
Vaughan School, yeah.
Well, my kids used to go there, yeah. And she said I was stalking her, yeah. Bro, you know Milton Keynes, innit?
Yeah.
But you're not getting...
No. It's probably an hour and a bit from
Exactly,
yeah.
Now, I was in the hostel in Milton Keynes, yeah, which was in banging Milton, basically right beside the freaking train station, yeah. And at this time I weren't driving, yeah. So there's no way in a million years I'm getting from... And my curfew was 3 o'clock on the dot. I had to sign in, yeah.
Were you tagged up at this point?
No, I weren't on tag, but I had to sign because the thing is, when my robberies were all over the gaff, yeah, they made me sign on at certain times of the day so I couldn't travel out and commit more crime. which is understandable. They want to stop me from, they want to reduce the level of crime and keep an eye on me. So I was happy for that, Jamie, yeah? Because obviously I've got now signatures every day, and I had 60, 70 signatures there. So I've been questioned now for stalking her. And I'm like, what? But because I've got such a bad past with a whole range of shit,
Yeah.
I'm never believed with anything, you know what I mean? And that's exactly how it was. So I've produced this bit of paper with all of my signatures. It proved that she was lying, yeah?
Okay.
So the probation and all that and the police, they thought, I don't know what they thought, but I've been allowed to move out the hostel now.
Okay.
So, but I've still got all this drama going on, and I'm driving down the road and I see my kids and I wave at them. I am not going to drive past my children and ignore them, mate.
Of course.
I don't care what fucking system is in place. I will say hello to
It's
my
natural,
children,
innit?
and that's the way it is,
Yeah.
yeah? So I've waved at my kids. Next thing, my missus that I'm with now, yeah, my kids and her kids go to the same school.
No way.
Yeah, it's peak, innit? I'll
That's
explain the
crazy.
situation
Same ages,
to
isn't
you.
it? Or,
Very similar ages, yeah.
wow.
Right, so it's messy, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so it's messy now anyway. Her mates, kids are now starting on my bird's kids, yeah?
Oh,
And I'm an angry guy, bruv.
Yeah.
When I get pissed off with people, bad things happen, yeah? And that's not because I'm trying to make myself to be something that I'm not. That's just
It's
fucking
in your
truth.
nature because of
Because of all the shit you go
everything that's
through, you know what I
happened.
mean? From a young age, I've had to be like this angry guy, yeah? Even there's times I don't want to be angry, I've got to be angry. Yeah, so on this particular time, the kids have come out of school crying. And like, they're doing this, and I'm like, all right, cool. I've got out of the car, and I've gone to the parent. I'm like, come here. Yeah, now this is her best mate. My ex's best mate. And they know me. Yeah? So she's turned around, and I tried to approach her within the most... It's making me shake just thinking about it, you know, bro.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding, yeah? I tried to approach her as being assertive, aggressive, yeah?
Yeah.
But being on point and just telling her, listen, this is an adult thing here. We're breaking up, yeah? I've took steps to come away from this. So I'm not in your face. I'm seeing someone else. This chick's already had a kid with someone else. My ex, by the way. So you're on your life. Get on with your life, man. Let me do mine, innit? And I'll be there to support you. I'll help you with your life. I'll help you with the kids. Just allow me the decency to get on with my own life, yeah? But then they've started their shit, started on the kids. So I've approached the woman now, and she started, oh, what? You think you're big, bad ants, yeah? So I'm like, you want to wind your neck in, mate? I won't smash you up. I will get your geezer and I'll put him in hospital. Is the words I said, yeah?
Yeah.
Next thing, I've picked up the kids and I've gone home anyway, yeah? So Monday's coming now. Now I'm an obsessive thinker, mate, and I think a lot, Jamie, yeah? So from Friday to Monday, I'm debating, because I know where these people live.
Oh, you're debating to go around there?
I could go to their house at any moment.
Yeah.
I could have gone to their house and they could all be dead, bruv. That's no joke. That's exactly the way my head's going now. Because I'm thinking, right, this boy going to try to do me something.
Yeah.
Get me, yeah? So that's how I'm thinking, yeah? So I thought, no, we'll go to Monday. We'll see what happens on Monday, yeah? But where I've been a violent person, I've had a lot of violence going in my life. And every time, there's a lot of weapons in the day that we're using. So I'm thinking, right, this where comes, he needs to get it, yeah? So I'm debating, should I stab him to death, yeah?
Wow.
This is the fucking truth,
That's-
mate.
that's
this
what-
is how we're at now, yeah?
Wow.
So I'm debating, should I poke him up with a fucking kitchen knife, or should I just use a hammer on him, yeah?
Wow. What year is this? How far back?
This was 2016, bro.
Wow. That's crazy.
This is actually 2015, yeah, 6 years ago. And I said I'll bring the hammer, innit, yeah?
Fucking
Instead,
hell,
thank
bro.
God I only brought the fucking hammer, because if I brought the knife, he'd be dead. So anyway, he's got out. Me and the missus have gone to school, got the kids in the back of the car. My bird's driving, yeah, and I'm in the passenger seat, yeah. And we just turn off the Pinner Road. You know, you've got Vaughan down there. You got little Tesco's.
Yeah.
You turn onto that road there. My man's walked out in front of my car. This boy's suicidal, man. Because if I was driving that day, he would have died
You
there
would've
and
kept
then.
driving.
He would have
Yeah.
died. I can guarantee it. He would have fucking died that day, which is terrible, yeah, because like these people don't think, you know, like you're dealing with someone that has got a real bad fucking temper, which I had,
That's mad.
and then you'll put your life in the line by walking out in front of me.
Playing like devil's advocate on that one, do you think that he or, you know, even his missus had done enough to warrant that kind of a reaction from you?
No.
I know it's never right to kill no one. I get that, but like
I wouldn't
to
wanna
even
kill
go to
him either.
work on them.
I would have gone to work on him for the simple fact is I thought he had a tool on him. I'll get to this why, yeah? Because imagine if we're driving down the road now, and thank God my missus. Now me, I use a tool. I'll tell you why I use a tool, yeah? Because I don't underestimate anyone. Yeah, you can see a little man knock out a fucking big man.
Of course.
And everybody use weapons nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone use tools. And I will even up the odds. Not now, obviously.
Yeah.
Back then.
But you had to be ready for any.
Yeah, had to be ready for any situation. Yeah. So in my eyes, if he knows that I'm a criminal, he knows what I've done, he knows my path. He ain't gonna come at me with nothing in his hands, mate. Because that'd be dumb. And that's honest. That's how I thought. Yeah. So he's jumped out. He's walked out in front of the car. And my missus has drove around him. Thank God. Yeah. But I've already tooled up now. I've got weapons in the back of my boot, innit? Yeah. So I'm like, all right, quickly put the kids in school. And then I get in the driver's seat. Walk out in front of me now, bruv. That's exact. And I've mounted the pavement. I tried to run him over on the pavement.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so I'm trying to run him down now. Yeah, and
what this is? So this is all happened just after the school run.
This is at 9:30 in the morning, bro. This is popping.
So everyone's around.
This is in front
the
of all the parents and everything, bruv. I've mounted the pavement, bro.
So obviously you're doing this now. You're knowing you're known. Oh, sorry, you're knowing
suicide.
You're basically known to the police,
Very
and you
much
know
so.
that you're gonna be. There's witnesses.
Yeah, I'm in
But
trouble
you're
now.
just you don't care. Your mindset is tunnel
going
vision.
now. That's it. One, I feel embarrassed, Jamie. Yeah, and this is where a lot of people, men don't talk about things. Yeah, a lot of the boys on the road, they won't say how they feel.
Yeah.
I felt embarrassed, bruv. That's the facts. He walked out in front of my car. Now I'm thinking, right, you taking me for a fool, bruv.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now my ego's in jeopardy here, my pride, and I feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, right, you going, mate. You're going. That's it. You're getting it, yeah?
Oh.
So that's what's happened. I've jumped in a car, tried to run him down, and thank God my missus pulled out the handbrake, yeah?
Okay.
Because I would have killed him. I would have probably killed him and his chick, to be honest with you. That's where we was going. So I've jumped out the car now with a hammer, and that's it. I've gone for him. But before I even got to him, his wife's on the phone to the police, yeah? So I've gone for him with the hammer now. Next thing, I'm fighting with him with the hammer, yeah? And this Bre's a big Bre, you know? Like he's not a little guy, innit? I'm only 5'9", bro. I'm not very big, innit? Yeah, but this Bre's plus 6 foot, yeah. So he's a big lad, innit? Yeah, and he's not small. He's quite big. You know what I mean? So I'm giving it to him now. We're having this fight and everything. Yeah?
Are you making contact with the hammer?
I've hit him with the hammer. Yeah, I haven't hit him hard enough. Thank God.
Head and shit.
I wanted to. I tried to kill him with the hammer. That was my plan. I wanted to murder him. Yeah. That's
Broad daylight murder. You was ready to go down. This was it for you.
I was ready to kill him that moment. Yeah, I really was.
Wow.
And that's because of my pride. Which is fucking suicide when you think about it.
It's crazy, bro.
It is insanity, yeah? So, yeah, that's happened. And then I've realised I've come to what's happened because I black out. You know, when I start flipping, yeah, I don't see what I'm doing. I'll have a moment and then I'll come back and I'll be like, let's go, yeah? And that's what happens, yeah? Unless I'm committing crime. Then I'm fully focused. I don't black out. But when I'm in violence...
When it's anger's red, you see red and you're gone.
Yeah, I just switch off. It's weird. That's why I don't do violence no more because a lot of bad things happen, yeah? So anyway, that's happened. We've had the fight. I've told him, brother, I'm coming to your gaff now. You fucked up, yeah? So I've jumped back in the car and cut out. But all the police are coming. I'm wanted now. Bear in mind, I've got 3.5 year licence at this stage. Yeah? I've only been out of jail 6 months. So I've got a 7-year sentence, basically. 3.5 years is half as 7, yeah?
Yeah.
So I've got a long bird. I'm thinking, fuck. But I've been arrested now, yeah? So I get nicked, go to Colindale police station, and my solicitor's my mate, yeah? Sam Yaski, yeah, from Watford and Co. Yeah, he's one of my goodest mates. Yeah, he's always there for me.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Sam, the man. Yeah, honestly, but he always gets me out. Like he gets me out, mate. And he's made them investigate this thing. He said, look, there's CCTV here, CCTV here. You've got to check ANPR cameras. You've got to do this. So they've now got to fucking bail me because they've got 24 hours to charge me. So they've got to give me bail. They're not going to investigate all these things. Take 10, 15 statements of 15 people. Check all the CCTV and have it done within 24 hours. So they have to give me bail, yeah?
That's it, because that's the rule, isn't it? If
that's the bail situation. Yeah. Well, it was back then. I don't know what it's like now.
I think it still is.
Similar to it, though.
Because they got that thing, 24 hours in police custody.
Yeah,
it's on Channel 4, isn't it? Because they got to...
But certain offences, they can actually...
They can keep longer.
Yeah, they can keep you longer. They go court and all that shit, yeah. But they've given me bail. So I know what time it is. In my mind, I'm already going to prison now.
Okay.
Yeah? So I'm just on bided time. Bear in mind, my missus is heavily pregnant, mate. I'm about to have a baby, yeah?
Okay.
And my life is turning good. Like, I've got good things. I've got a missus. I've got a baby on the way. I'm generally really happy with my life. Yeah. The only thing that I'm unhappy with is the negative things that are coming from negative people. Yeah. So I go on the run, Jamie, and I don't. Like my options were very limited. Yeah, because I couldn't work, even though I had jobs. Yeah, I couldn't work because I was scared the police would come and get me at work. My main attitude now was to stay out as long as possible, make sure my daughter's born, and I'm there to watch her be born. And that when Christmas comes, I spend my first Christmas with my daughter. And that makes me that is a man thing.
Yeah.
You know, I need to do that, yeah? And I'm not having these people take this away from me. You know, I've messed up a lot of things in my life for other people. And this, I didn't feel like I deserved it, Jamie. You know what I mean? I was really trying to be good, yeah?
Yeah.
So I've gone back into anti-mode, yeah? Anti-mode, non-criminal, is hard. Like, I was not robbing. I didn't do any more robberies because obviously after my victim, I didn't want to hurt anyone else. I didn't want to be like that anymore. I didn't want to make anyone feel anything like what I did, yeah? And I didn't want to make my poor victim feel, I didn't want to make people feel like that again. You know what I mean? That's a horrible feeling to have, yeah? So I started doing stupid, muggy things, buying and selling. I'm like fucking, who's that geezer?
Del Boy.
Del Boy. That's my nickname, honestly. God,
I was
I'm
gonna call
like
you Del
fucking
Boy, yeah?
Del Boy. I'm buy and sell. I'm a shotter, innit, of legal shit. I don't sell anything illegal, obviously, but I buy and sell. And mostly things my cars, innit? I'm a car fucking fanatic, yeah?
Wicked.
So I buy bits and I sell bits. And that's what I did. Keeping low key, but I was always in stolen motors and stuff like that because obviously I can't drive legitimately because if I'm going to get nicked. So I was in ringers and whatnot like that again. And then on this particular day, it's when I got nicked for attempted murder from the police, yeah?
Wow.
Right, so imagine this, yeah? I've been arrested. Now I know who this guy is. I've tried to hit him with a hammer, yeah? I'm fighting with him with a hammer. I've done bad things to this guy, yeah? But I know this man's name. I know his fucking name. His name, I can't say obviously for legal reasons, but Jamie, if I hit you with a hammer and you put in a statement, your name's Jamie, there's no getting away from that, yeah? This guy's statement said a completely different name.
Okay.
And I've said to the copy, yeah? I'm like, to my solicitor, Sam, that's not that brother's name. You're telling me this brother's name's Bobski, yeah? When his name's fucking Jamie, yeah? Just say, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, I've never been in this position before in my life, yeah? I cannot fight this. So the only options I've got is to go on my toes, isn't it? So I go on the run.
Okay.
I'm running now, yeah? And I'm trying to stay out as long as I can. And I'm trying to duck and dive, get as much money together as I can. I'm going to prison for the next 3.5 years. So
it's like definite. It's happening,
It's
especially
happening.
when you go on the run too. It kind of proves you're guilty.
Yeah,
a little bit,
you know what I mean? And I was guilty, but I've done all of this through my fucking stupidness, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have been in this position, but I was, you know?
Yeah.
So this has happened now. So I'm trying to get money together for the missus and the kids for when I go to prison, yeah? And then I've had an altercation with one of my old friends. One of my cars got smashed up, yeah? And I've ended up buying another car off my pal. Literally, I wanted, so I needed vehicles, innit? My mates phoned me up. I phoned up my pal, said I need a car. He's like, bam, here's one. So I went and got this motor, yeah? Within 3 minutes of me having this car, it run out of petrol.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, this is doomed. This is a bad day, yeah? So the car's run out of petrol. So I've got a nicked motor, yeah? It's got no petrol in it, yeah? I'm wanted. I'm in Kilburn High Road, yeah? I'm very well known in my area. The police know me. They know me in Harrow. Harrow are the worst fuckers. South Harrow Police Station.
South Harrow Police, shout out to South Harrow Police Station. We know what to
that. They hate me, bro,
shit.
honestly. But yeah, so the car runs out of petrol. Next thing, I fill the car out of petrol. I get to Kensal Rise now, yeah? I'm sat at the traffic lights, yeah? Next thing, someone screamed out, "Oi, that's my car."
No.
Yes, bruv. The car that I'm sitting in, yeah, belongs to that person that screamed at me, yeah?
That is fucked.
This is mental. Honestly, I swear to God, this is a fucking mad day, yeah? So that's happened. Next thing, I'm driving now, tore off out of there. It's my car, actually, not yours. That's the attitude I had in my head, yeah? So I'm off now. Next thing, I've got a rake of old bill. They're around me, man. It's like, it's mental. This whole situation was just insane, yeah? So I'm in the back streets of Kensal Rise now. Next thing, I turn into one road, yeah, and it's only one lane. So you got cars either side and one lane. I bust into that road. I see there behind me in a Safari, yeah? And I get into this road. I get halfway up the road, and there's a guy pushing his car up the road.
Oh, Jesus.
So this is mental, bro. So imagine you've got these 3 little events, yeah, of cars getting smashed
Yeah.
up, cars
You're
running
meant
out
to be
of
getting
petrol.
caught right
I'm
now.
meant to go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
jail
yeah,
today,
yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
This is how it is, yeah? And I laugh about it because it's very comical the way it happened, yeah? But then I'm fucking, I got an issue in it. I don't know when to quit. That's my problem, yeah? So I know I'm quit now. I know I'm done here. I can't get out of, I can't go anywhere. You've got your man pushing a car down the road in front of me. A police van's pulled up in front of him, yeah? So I'm like, I've got definitely nowhere to get out and there's nowhere to reverse. So I start ramming cars out the way. And this is where it turned into a bit mad, yeah? So I've tried to push this car up the road that's in front of me. This guy that's pushing his car, I've now got my car and I've hit his car and I'm pushing his car up the road. Police van pulls up in front. I put it into reverse, slap the front of the police car off behind me, back in forward, smash into the car behind me, back in reverse, and I'm just
you're just
trying to
going forward,
pinball,
backwards,
bang,
forward.
bang,
Oh my
bang. And that's
God.
what I'm trying to do, yeah? But bear in mind, the old Bill now, I've gone on psycho mode, so you've got all these feds are fucking doing some mad shit. They're trying to, and they think I've just killed one of their mates, bear in mind, yeah? Because there was coppers between...
Oh, the coppers are out the car now,
Yeah,
trying
the
to,
cops-
and you're
yeah,
going forward.
Yeah, I'm slapping the car in front,
And they're
slapping
trying
the
to
car,
hold
and
on to-
they're trying to blow it. All my windows are coming through, bear in mind, but the cops think that I've killed one of their own, yeah?
Oh my God.
Because I've gone back, I've hit that car in front, I've just gone straight into reverse and I've full pelt as hard as I could hit the front of this car. But what I'm pumping the clutch, yeah? Because what I'm trying to do is push their car up the road.
Okay,
You
yeah.
get me? Go forward, bang, and do him again.
Fuck yeah.
And that's where I'm
You
going,
weren't like-
yeah.
you
That's
weren't
where
looking
I'm
to get
going.
caught.
That's where my head is at, yeah. I know I'm definitely going to jail. Like I know this, innit, but I couldn't admit it. I couldn't let it go, innit, yeah. I couldn't go back to jail. I had my baby. I spent bare years in jail, man. I was like, fuck it. And I'm going to jail for nothing this time. I haven't committed crime. I haven't committed robberies. I haven't done anything. All my crimes are financially motivated, other than when I was TDA, when I was a kid, yeah?
Yeah.
But it's always to do with money. And now I'm in a situation where I've taken great steps to not be in these situations again, just because of my temper and because I allowed people to make me react, basically. I'm in this position and now I've lost everything. I've lost everything again, you know? So I'm loose cannon right now. So anyway, the old Bill have smashed me to pieces. I got battered, got dragged out of the car. Whilst I'm getting nicked, the coppers turned around and said, he tells me that I'm being arrested for 2 counts of attempted murder on police, yeah? So I'm like, how fucking bad can this day get for me?
Oh my God. So now it's not even the 3.5.
It's not even, it's
you're
a fucking 25-year sentence. I'm thinking, or at least 15 years I'm going to get for this, mate. Like, I'm looking at a big sentence. I'm in the police station, yeah? Bear in mind, I'm in the van now, sorry, battered in the back of the van, yeah? And they beat the shit out of me. I had truncheon marks all over me because they thought I fucking killed one. So they fucked me up, yeah? So that's happened. And then next thing, the funniest thing about it, yeah, they've nicked me for attempted murder. And I'm like, huh? Bear in mind, I'm in bits, yeah? I'm shouting out, I never tried to kill any of you. I never tried to kill you. I said, furthermore, you ain't even in police clothing. You're an undercover.
Yeah.
I said, your car ain't even fucking marked. You got no
Okay.
blue lights on it. I didn't know you were there. Technicality, it's dark. I didn't see you in it, yeah? And it worked. I didn't get done for the attempted murder.
Okay. Was a police officer very badly hurt, or?
No one got hurt.
Oh, okay,
The
so
only one who got hurt was me.
Okay,
Like
cool.
they made
Yeah,
it
so
such
right,
a
yeah.
big thing out
Okay,
of it.
got
You
you.
know what they're like, innit, Jamie?
They'll throw the hardest charge at you and hope it sticks, but a lot of the
Sticks,
time
yeah.
it don't,
Yeah, that's
because
right.
it holds no water.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So imagine this. Yeah, I've been taken to, I think it was Wembley Police Station. Now my legs, I thought my leg was broken. Yeah, but they beat the shit out of me. So I get into Wembley. I'm hopping. I get into Wembley custody suite. They're like, you're the most wanted guy in Wembley right now. I was like, what? I'm in Wembley every day. Like every day I drive in Wembley. I'm in the manor. Yeah. I'm always around here. Yeah. So I'm thinking that's a bit weird, but I didn't know I'm wanted for a lot of things now. I'm wanted for more robberies that I haven't done. This is what I mean by your face fits, they throw it at you.
Yeah.
And I'll explain that about other robberies. I'll explain to you about that in a minute. But so I've been questioned for a whole load of other shit now, another robberies and all that. And I haven't done these. I generally haven't done these things, yeah. And all I'm trying to do is stay above water, make sure my missus gets money, make sure my baby's all right, make sure I'm all right. So I get nicked, and I get nicked for a whole range of shit. I get nicked for attempted murders and all this. I then get to court. I'm in court now, yeah? And his case, my ex's best mate's bloke, yeah, who I know his name now, yeah? His case and my case are pushed together. Okay. Yeah? This is where it gets technical. Now I get questioned, yeah, for a whole range of crimes against him: assault, hammers, carrying offensive weapons, affray, a whole variety of crimes just for this one guy, yeah. So then they put all of his shit into the incident with the car. So I've been done for ramming police, resisting arrest with a vehicle or something like resisting arrest with a vehicle, something like that. Aggravated TDA because it's a stolen car, dangerous driving, driving whilst disqualified because it was on a ban, and a whole load of
Man,
other
he's got
crimes.
charges,
I've
yeah.
got bare cases
Yeah.
against me right now. I'm scratching my head. I'm thinking, mate, I've just done fucking bare bird.
You're never getting out now.
I'm never getting out, bruv. And that's exactly my heart. Imagine your heart,
Yeah.
what the feeling of your heart would be. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, I've just found the best woman. I've never been this happy before, Jamie. And it's taken me 30-something years to get where I am, yeah? So I'm feeling doomed, yeah? So my head is I've gone mad now, yeah? So I get into this thing now. So I'm in the police station, I go to court. They put all our cases together, yeah? So I'm like, I'm not pleading guilty to nothing. I'm going to plead not guilty to your attempted murders. I'm going to plead not guilty to that prick, yeah, because I want that fucker in court. I'll have all my mates in court, and he ain't going to make it out of the court, is what I'm thinking, yeah? That's how my head is, yeah? And I think the CPS had this, I think the police understand this, yeah? Because they threw so much, and I'll explain this, yeah? So now he's put in a statement. He needs to come to court now. He's put an affidavit in, mate. He's signed a statement saying I've assaulted him with a hammer, yeah?
Oh, and for all that, he has to come to court.
So he's got to come to court now. He's got to give his evidence, yeah? So I'm thinking, yes, I'm going to get him to court. But I'm not going to plead guilty to nothing because I know this pussy's coming to court. And that's what I've got in my mind, yeah? So they turn around to me and say, right, listen, we're going to drop the attempted murders. I'm like, to what? Oh, we're going to drop him to 2 Section 18s with intent. I'm like, I'm still going to get 10 years for each one of them anyway.
Oh, really? What's the Section 18 then?
Right, so you got attempted murder, yeah? So you've got murder, attempted murder, and then you've got GBH, yeah? Sorry, you've got manslaughter, then you've got GBH Section 18.
Okay.
And then you've got GBH Section 20. Now, Section 18 is with intent to cause grievous bodily harm, or you've got the intent to kill, yeah?
Okay. So it's still a fucking terrible
It's a
charge to have.
big charge, bruv.
Yeah.
Massive. And to have 2 of them on the cops, yeah, is...
You don't want
Look, my mate, yeah, one of my best friends, yeah, Nick, is still in prison. Yeah, over 10... He's been in jail since 2006, bless him, yeah, since we done the first banks, yeah. Oh. And he got done for attempted murder on Old Bill shooting at them, and he's still in jail. And I'm talking 15 years later, mate. So, like... I'm now up for the same charge. The only thing is I'm not shooting at him, I'm fucking driving at him, yeah? But I'm still up for the same sort of case. So it's still a massive case, yeah? So they've turned around and they've dropped the attempted murders, yeah? So I'm like, I'm intrigued now. But I'm not intrigued because GBH is still big. I'm still going to get 15 years plus here, yeah? So I'm thinking, well, no, fuck off. Don't come at me with no other deals unless they're worth it, yeah? You know what I'm saying? So they do anyway. They say, all right, how about this? We'll drop everything. Yeah. We'll drop everything. I'm like, what? So you're going to drop the Section 18s, which carry a minimum of 10 years, say. You're going to drop the assault with the hammer, yeah? All the affrays and all that shit. You're going to drop it all to common assault. This is what they done me for. This is to protect this guy, bro.
Wow.
I'll make your audience think of what I'm saying, yeah? But it's the truth, mate. I've got stuff all on my fucking phone. In fact, if you want... I'll give it all to you before I leave so you can show it, but you have to be careful for legal reasons.
Yeah, maybe we'll leave that bit out.
But
yeah. We just take your word.
I'll show you it all, you know what I'm saying? I'll stare anyway. But anyway, they've turned around and said, right, we'll drop it all. We're going to drop the GBHs. We're going to drop the fucking, we're going to drop the affrays. We're going to drop all this. We'll just do you for ramming the police. Yeah, which I'm thinking, it's only going to be 2 years. I'll be happy with that. Yeah. Honestly, I'm thinking, right, I can do that. It's no problem.
Bad situation,
yeah, make the best of a bad situation. All right, man. So they've dropped it all. I end up getting 20 months, mate, yeah?
Okay.
A touch, bruv, yeah? So I'm thinking, bear in mind, before I've gone in, like, I've been nicked for all this shit. I've got all these cases on my head, yeah? I've gone into prison, yeah? This is when the story gets a little bit more berserk, yeah? Fucking, I go into jail now and my mind's fried, innit? I think my missus is going to leave me. I think I'm going to get 15 years. I've already spent over 10 years in jail, mate. Yeah, I've already done over 13 years in the care system. Wow. You know, I'm only 35, mate. You know what I mean? In fact, I was only 34 at that time, yeah? So I've been in a lot of institutions a long time, and I don't want to be in anymore. Yeah, so my head is gone, mate, and I'm fucking fully off the nut. Yeah, literally crazy bread. Yeah, so I'm in scrubs now. I get my mate to bring me up some drugs. Yeah. This is how we got to get through the jail sentence right now, bruv. My mind's fried, innit? I was smoking bare weed.
Is it spice?
I smoked spice.
Don't that fuck man up?
Disgusting, bruv. Disgusting. When I say disgusting, drug is the most disgustingest thing.
What does it do to man? Like,
it depends, innit?
I've seen man just like, I say, through like videos of people doing it,
man.
like doing some weird shit.
It depends, innit?
Like zombies and shit.
When I used to smoke that shit, yeah, I'd only put a tiniest bit in it. But I'd only smoke that by myself.
Didn't that used to be legal?
It used to be, and this is the thing, yeah. When I was in prison, when I was doing my big sentence, yeah, spice wasn't like what it is now. Now it's very chemical. Like, it used to be just like weed, yeah. You used to be able to bun it. It used to be no different to fucking bud, yeah. The only problem is, it was genetically handmade, innit, through chemicals. But the shit that they have today, it was nothing like what it was back then. It was just like smoking soft weed. That's exactly what it was like, bunning like some dead bud, bruv. Honestly, that's exactly what it was like, yeah. So it wasn't toxic like that. But obviously, I want to get high, bruv. I don't want to be sober right now. I've got so much shit going on that I'm thinking my life is practically over, bruv. Literally, that's exactly where I'm at, yeah. So I get my mate to come up. And now I think my phone was bugged at the time. I had a mobile at the time, yeah.
In jail?
Yeah, of course.
And it was bugged?
I think so, yeah, because this is the maddest thing about it, yeah? This is the maddest thing about it, yeah? Because I've gone on my visit, yeah, right? And my guy that's brought me a parcel up, yeah, have you ever been into Scrubs prison before?
Nah.
Right, imagine this, you've got a whole room, yeah, and all the chairs are in rows, yeah? Now, my whole row's empty.
Okay.
So I'm on the whole 30 chairs. You've got 30 fucking chairs and tables that normally everybody sat at.
And it's only you.
And it's only me. I'm there by myself, yeah? And all the other tables are occupied, yeah? So I'm thinking, I've walked out onto the visit. I'm like, right, this is real bait. Please don't hand me this parcel right now. That's exactly what I'm thinking. But the way my guys brought the parcel in, they've already got it.
Okay.
So now I've clocked that they've got the parcel, yeah? So I want my parcel back, yeah? So I'm going mad now, innit? So they find the drugs. They put me in a secure waiting room now. So I'm pacing the room. And this person that's brought the parcel up means a lot to me. Yeah,
because he's gonna get done now.
He's going to prison now. Yeah, he's gonna go jail.
That's what happens.
Yeah, bro, he's gonna go jail now. Yeah, so I'm even more emotional right now. One, I'm emotional because my shit ain't arrived. Yeah. Two, he is someone who means he's my family, bruv. He's going to prison because of these. Do you see what these people have caused?
Yeah.
Do you see where it all starts to go wrong? Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking now. I'm thinking later, you're not doing this to me. So I've gone berserk. I started kicking the door. Yeah. Next thing, the door's blown off the hinges, bruv. So this is no joke. The holding cell in Scrubs, I've kicked it off. The door has come off, bruv, yeah? Like completely off, yeah? There's a guy sat at the other side of the door, yeah? And he's shit his pants, bruv, yeah? And I hate this guy.
Okay.
This guy, I remember him, short little black fella, yeah? But he's just a horrible fucker.
Yeah.
You know, like one of them guys that comes in and he's like horrible to you. Yeah. Because his life's shit. He comes into prison and makes other people's life shit, which is bad. Yeah. Their life's bad enough, you know what I mean, yeah? Anyway, opportunities have risen. I've gone berserk again. The madness has popped out. So I've picked up his chair that he was sitting on. I started chasing him around the fucking gaff, yeah? So I'm out on the visiting now, and I've broke out into the visiting hall now, yeah? So you've got all the visitors there,
and it's just like a escaped prisoner's gone crazy.
This one lunatic, yeah, it's me. It's going wild now, and I'm chasing the guys up and down the visit. I want my parcel back. Give me my fucking shit back, yeah, is what I'm going on now. So I'm chasing the govs. The govs are running. Everybody's there's like, mouths open, like, this guy's crazy. Because I fucking was. Honestly, I was absolutely rockers that day, yeah? So I'm chasing the govs up and down the visiting hall in front of all of these people, and I want my parcel back. Yeah, next thing, the bell's gone, and I've got, no joke, at least 40 govs here now in front of me, yeah? And I'm there with my chair. Yeah, that's all I've got. My chair, bruv. I'm sitting there with just me and my chair. I went and I was there with the chair over my head like a warrior, bruv. That's literally, nice. Yeah? So all these govs are at me, so I flung the chair at the gov, yeah? Next thing, I remember this big screw, bruv, yeah? This big black geezer, yeah? He actually turned out to be a decent guy, yeah? I'm not going to lie, innit? I won't slate them all.
Yeah, everybody's going back to the beginning.
Ones.
Everyone's there for a job. Everyone's got to work.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly. And he turned out to be a pretty nice guy. At the time, when he was digging his finger in the back of my ear, yeah, fuck. He weren't nice. But once they understand why, once you calm down, they're like, what's the matter? Why are you being like this? Fucking, why do you think?
Yeah.
Look at my paperwork, mate.
Yeah.
Look what I'm charged with.
Yeah.
Look what I used to be doing. And these govs, remember, I've been coming to this prison for 10 years plus, yeah?
Yeah.
So all these govs know me. They know, I'm known in Scrubs, you know what I mean? I'm known in Feltham from when I was a kid. So I've gone wild, man. So anyway, I've done all of that mad shit in prison. And then, like, I've ended up going to the block for a few months, well, for a month, actually, 3 weeks, I think it was, tell a lie. Come out the block, sort of settled down, went and got my sentence. And then I was happy as Larry, mate. And then I come out, and since I've been out, yeah, things have been different, Jamie.
You've completely spun it around.
Completely spun it around, mate, honestly. But it's been a lot of times, mate. I've been on the run. I went to a run to Cyprus, bro. Yeah, went on a run to Cyprus, running from police. My mate, it's been a chaotic life, man.
Bro, like, just hearing it inside your life, and I know, like, you know, we have to kind of wrap this up because we're going to run out of time, but just hearing, like, the life you've been through, it's been a crazy run. And I mean, I'm probably just dipping my toe in the water speaking to you right now about what you've been through. Do you see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But as always, like, you know, I kind of want to end it on a positive note because you're 3 years kind of clean or clear.
Well, I'm actually free of crime completely since 2016. That's when that was the last time I committed any offences. Actually, with the day I rammed the police car, that was the last time I ever done. Yeah.
So since then, so obviously you're a changed man now. You see life in a different way, and you are doing some good things. Do you want to talk about?
Yeah,
some of the stuff
I'm going to do some work with Ignite Trust down in Harrow.
Yeah. So I know them, man. Yeah. I know them from my
from the younger days.
Yeah, from my younger days.
Yeah. So the plan's to go with them guys. I've got a documentary which I'll start filming tomorrow, which is bloody brilliant.
Great. Are you allowed to talk about who that's with?
I can't now.
Cool.
Can't talk officially.
But it's going to be big.
But it'll be out there, innit? Yeah. So hopefully the movie will come after that, which I reckon will eventually. I think we're going down that sort of road. The most important for me to do now is that I wanna give back, Jamie. Yeah. Because I've done a lot of taking in my life, yeah? And I have, mate, honestly. I've done a lot of crime, which I'm not proud of, and it's not acceptable for people to go out and do them things. I only did them things because I really didn't have any other choices, you know what I mean? And that's all I knew. But because I did a lot of bad things, it's in my DNA now to give it all back.
Yeah.
And I want to help people not go through the same shit that I went through. Plus, I don't want people ruining their own lives, man.
Yeah.
Plus, if I can put in my 10 pence piece, like all these little young guys now today, like the gang life, I was never really a part of the gang banging, yeah, because it weren't me, yeah. But some of these guys relate to the shit that I've been through and the shit that I've seen and the shit that I've done. So if I turn around and I can give them a little insight into the things that I've done and the shit that I've gone through and the shit that has made me the person who I am today, which will hopefully make other people, one, it will lower crime, which is always a good thing. Two, it will save lives, mate. Like, you got guys, one time their lives are desperate, they start doing crazy things. And working with, like, Ignite, yeah, it gives me pleasure. I'll tell you why it gives me pleasure, because I wouldn't say let me put this in the right way of saying this. I believe in God, innit, yeah? And I believe in him, yeah? Because I wouldn't still be here, yeah, if there wasn't a reason for me to be here. The amount of situations I've been in, I should have been dead many, many, many times, yeah? But if I don't do good, I feel like I'm going to go hell, bruv. Yeah. So it's a bit of a mad one, and it's a spiritual journey for myself, but it's more so I want to help people because it helps me.
Definitely.
That's a selfish thing to say, but it's also the truth.
No, but look, you'll be giving back. It's sick, bro.
And I want that, and the reason why I want to work with Ignite as well, and the reason I will be working with Ignite and Michael and all that, is because my kids are from Harrow, and I grew up in Harrow. Like, the first foster care I ever lived in was in Harrow, and they were horrible. You know what I mean? Harrow have got a lot of horrible things about me. But spinning it on another hand, that was back then. People change, man.
Of course.
And, you know, if you can help younger people, steer them in the right direction, or even just give them a bit of advice, they might not listen to it. Exactly. They might be like, fuck off, man, you chatting shit.
But you fucking tried.
But we tried.
Do you know what I mean? And you know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
And if they know what's right, well, they probably don't know what's right for them. But if they do take some time and listen, they'll learn a lot.
Yeah, they'll learn a lot. And the thing is, it's about giving people some other insight into things as well, because people think crime's the best thing. It fucking ain't, mate. Like, I know I've said stories here tonight or today, and I've spoke to you about things, and we have laughed.
Yeah.
But, bro, there's been a lot of tears involved in that shit.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Everything I've spoke about today, it's hurt me tremendously, bruv. And if I can stop other people from going through the same hurt as me, then I would like that, mate. And that's the direction I want to go down. And I think it's a positive road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And you can't go wrong with helping people. If you're doing it for the right reasons and you're genuine, then it's only good things are going to come back from that.
As you say, it's karma too.
It's karma, bruv. You know what I mean?
So, bro, I wish you all the best with that. Is there anywhere people can find you if they want advice, or is there?
Yeah, well,
anything
I've
you
got
wanna
my
promote?
own YouTube channel up. It's On the Road with Anthony Roberts. I'll give you the links.
Yeah, that'll be down below.
Yeah,
the
that'll be there.
description.
You can catch me on Instagram, Facebook, just the normal social media. I'll give you have a look at the Ignite Trust. Get all your guys, all your followers, please have a look.
Yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
Definitely.
Look 'em
Links
up.
in the description.
Yeah,
again,
man,
yeah.
I'll give you all of that. And then, yeah, just being positive, man. I love all this positive stuff, Jamie. I do, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I like seeing as well? I like seeing progression.
Yeah.
I love progression, mate. And I like to see people doing good, mate. Do you know what I like to see, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, the podcasting thing, yeah? It's one thing, yeah? But you see the car game, you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
your game,
yeah.
yours and all the other boys, yeah?
Yeah.
I love the fact that you boys started interviewing guys, yeah? Going and seeing all the sick whips, yeah? Now you boys are driving sick whips and
Bro,
you're
it's
doing
crazy,
all
right?
good stuff. And
Yeah.
it's progression.
Bro, and it's going back to it. You know, if you put your energies towards the right things,
will
and
happen
you
for
believe
you.
in it, and you
Yeah.
really want it
You've
to
got to
happen,
put your heart
bro.
there, man.
Yeah, you can make it
You know what I
happen,
mean?
bro.
Yeah, and it's positive.
Yeah,
It's a
100%.
good look, man.
So no, I respect that. And bro, listen, thank you so much for coming
Thanks
down
for
today
having
and
me,
telling me
mate.
your story.
Yeah,
It's been fascinating getting
Yeah.
to know you, especially someone who's so close to home in respect of where we grew up. And yeah, bro, I wish you all the best in the future.
Thank you, man. I
honestly,
appreciate that. And I'll be watching again, man. I'm a big fan of yours, mate. So don't worry.
That
I'll
makes it even
cheering
better,
you
bro.
on, mate. But
That
yeah,
makes
it's
it
good,
even
man.
better.
I
Listen,
appreciate you having me, man.
Thank you so much.
Top man.
Peace
Thank
out,
you very
brother.
much, brother. Take
Nice
care,
one.
bro.